I get wanting to like do different factions of Skrulls and do the storyline and all of this, but you can't do that when we've said that the Skrulls are actually the good guys because they're refugees. I'm not going to go any farther into that point because then it becomes political commentary, and that's not this type of podcast. Right. No, I'm not going there.
Yeah, this is toys and
we've already taken a stance on the
stuff.
French.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Episode number 14 of the DisplayShelf podcast. We made it to 14. How about that?
Way.
We're in the big time now. We're doing great.
It's the big leagues.
I am, of course, as always, joined by my fellow good friends, Garrett.
Hello.
And Isaac.
Hello, how we doing today?
And we're also continuing the trend of video podcasts. How about that? We're still on video.
We had some user feedback about the layout.
It's user.
Shout out to Jordan.
Yes. Shout out to him.
Shout out.
We needed that. We need that feedback. We'll take it.
We're bigger.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of getting into this episode, talking about some media that was disappointing or media that we liked. It'd be kind of a fun topic. But first, let's switching up today. We're going to do our normal thing, but this time we're going to start with what we've been watching and reading first instead of the collection showcase this time around. I think I said I'm going to start, right? I'm going to start.
Yep.
So I watched quite a few because in preparation for the tier list we did before, I watched a lot of those movies. So I watched all three Guardians. I did that. Watch some other stuff. I've also watched. I watched a bit of Andor for Star Wars, so I have that.
Where are you
at? I'm only on episode 2 right now, so it's not too far in. But I wasn't sure if I should watch it because I'm not sure if I'm gonna spoil anything for myself.
No. Just watch it.
Yeah, no, you're good.
It's a phenomenal show.
Okay, but I will watch the rest.
My piece of advice on that is that there are like 3 episode story arcs. It is like the only thing that you got to know. So if it's kind of lacking toward episode like 2, episode I think 5, when things happen, maybe 7, I don't know. When it feels like it's kind of lacking, just trust me, go to the next episode. Okay.
Yep. So then I watched a little bit of the Clone Wars animated TV show.
Oh, really?
Only I'm on episode 3 of that one. So I did some of that because I have it at my disposal now. So I'm like, I'm going to start watching some of this stuff because it's time. I'm so behind on shows. It's time to start getting caught up on these things.
Nice.
Besides that,
Garrett, I love that you and I just both nodded like in sync there because we're just like, yes,
finally.
Finally.
I wonder what's next. I think I might watch. I don't know what's next on my list. I kind of want to watch WandaVision. I want to see that one, that show. That might be what I do next, like just for something to watch. But yeah, at least I have a lot of
pretty
stuff
good.
I have a lot of stuff to go through, and I have been playing in preparation for the Silk Song game of Hollow Knight. I'm actually playing the original one right now. It's kind of fun. At first I played it, I didn't know if I liked it or not. But I'm enjoying it, and I like the challenge of it. So I'm playing that right now for game-wise. What's am I doing? And then Helldivers, of course.
For democracy.
That game is pretty fun. And they made a post about like state of the game update they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So thank goodness, because I freeze up so much in that game. I was getting sick of that.
It was getting really bad.
Like the lag and like freezing up, it was getting so bad. Like I froze up so bad that one game we played, and like the ship left without me.
Yeah. No, I remember that.
I think I crashed like 4 times in that one dive.
It's unplayable, like unplayable in that state. It's unplayable right now.
And
I'm glad they're looking at it like, okay, we're fixing stuff.
Right. There were a bunch of audio issues to the point that, like, because, I mean, obviously I got like an actual audio setup here, to the point that I was like swapping out cables and stuff, thinking that it was my setup here. It was not. I'm looking at the major order right now on the app. We have finally made it to the planet that we needed to conquer for the major order.
So we had to hold 4 things, I think, for the current major order. Did we do that?
Yeah, except we only held one, and we needed to get to the other one.
Oh, okay.
But we have successfully made it to Alarath, which will give us access to the other 2 that we need to take care of. So there you go. There's the Helldivers update. That's what I've been doing after work most nights.
Yeah, Helldivers is what I've been doing too. That's what I've been doing lately. Helldivers, I think that's Helldivers, Hollow Knight. Anything else I've been playing lately? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's kind of been. I haven't played Rivals in a couple days, so I'll get back on that. But yeah, it's been fun. Helldivers is fun. I just wish the bugs are better. But yeah, I wonder if if we were to not complete a major order, I'm not sure. I wonder if they give it to you anyway, or if they actually
No, they don't give it to you.
No.
Really? Dang.
No.
Yeah, I hate when games do hey, here's a challenge. We got to meet this challenge, and they rig it so you always meet it. I hate when they do that. It's more fun when it's.
Well, this has like a dungeon master type of thing, don't they?
Yeah.
Where they have a guy whose job it is to deal with the lore. That's sick.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of, that's been my past 2 weeks of media gaming. I haven't really read anything lately. I should start reading a bit more stuff, but I haven't read anything lately, really.
I've been getting into the reading. I think it's, software developer, you stare at a screen all day and it kind of frays your brain. So, Yeah.
Reading a book's better on the eyes sometimes.
Sometimes.
I should really learn from that.
I tell you what, comic books are the gateway drug to actual books. Because this sounds insane, but where I've been reading a bunch of comics and stuff lately, I'm reading this book, which I talked about last week. This is the Brothers and Sisters Allman Brothers Band book. I've been reading this book at an actual tremendous pace for me. Maybe it's because I like the book. Maybe it's because it's an easy read. Still, I like to think that my reading is getting better with age.
There you go.
Oh, one more thing, actually. So I'm playing a lot of Bonanza lately, too. Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's pretty good. I think I'm at the point. I think I'm going to say that Bonanza is better than Odyssey. No joke.
Oh,
I have not played.
Hot take. Hot take. I know, but I think it might be actually better.
I don't know. I need to put more time into Bonanza before I can fight you on that, but yeah, I don't know.
It's fun. It actually is pretty fun. It's kind of addicting to play. But yeah, that's it for me.
There you go. I think that means it's my turn.
Indeed.
And I've been very light on everything as of late. The only real, well, I guess there's a couple things I could talk about, but I watched the first episode of Marvel Zombies, which just came out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not bad. Pretty good.
Okay.
Definitely an interesting choice for their leading cast of characters. Definitely not anybody that I would go with, but sure, I guess. I will say the animation looks great, and there's a fight in the trailer, so I'll talk about it because it's in episode 1, and it's in the trailer where it's Blade versus a zombified ghost.
Oh, that's cool.
It is sweet. Yeah. Ooh. If you haven't seen the trailer or haven't seen the episode, go watch that because that's sweet. So yeah, I'm probably gonna. I don't know if I'll finish it tonight or because it's only 4 episodes at least currently.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Which is interesting.
I think they're keeping it at the 4 too.
I think so. But yeah, so far it's been pretty good. I'll probably finish that up tonight or tomorrow and go from there. The other one I want to talk about is, so I've talked about it a couple times on the podcast. It's called Dr. Stone. It's an anime called Dr. Stone. It's the one where the whole world gets like frozen in time basically. And, the world keeps progressing. So it's essentially, it's like thousands of years later. And so they're essentially back in the Stone Age again. And so they kind of have to, restart life. It's like that fantasy you have where it's like, if I go back in time with all the knowledge I have now, how would I do? And so it's basically, it follows that. So most of the show hasn't been like aggressively violent. Like there's some fights and stuff like that, but not anything like insane. But the ending, the climax, we'll call it, of this season has been just incredibly violent. Like,
for no reason, or?
Oh no, there's definitely a reason for it, but it's like, it's such a insane change of pace. Cause like I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a lot of blood and you see on screen people getting like lit up and like, it's like not something you'd expect. You're seeing major characters, get some.
It's always fun.
Some stuff happening. And so I was sitting there watching and I was like, wow, this is wild. And so, the final episode of the season came out today. And so that's what I'm doing instantly after this podcast is watching that because it's wild. So that's been fun. Definitely go watch that too, because it's really good. And then I'll touch on this briefly because I think we're going to talk a little bit about it later. But yesterday, as of the time of recording, there's a PlayStation State of Play where they released some trailers and talked about some stuff. We'll talk about the last one here in a little bit. Wolverine. Peak. But there are a couple other games in there that I was, really interested in. There's a game called Saros, I think is what it's called. It's the same developers that made Returnal, which was a fantastic game. And Saros looks amazing as well. There's another one, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a 2D platformer, and they're stuck inside like this unfinished draft of a novel. And so it just keeps going and branching out in a different way. And the art style is gorgeous. I'm not one for 2D platformer, like Hollow Knight style games, but I'm going to be playing that one because that looks awesome.
There you go.
Yeah. There's a couple other games in there that looked pretty cool, but overall kind of it was an okay state of play, all things considered, especially, with what they finished with. So, but that's really it, other than, Helldivers, bit of Marvel Rivals in there with the new season. Angela is awful, by the way. Terrible character. Yeah, that's really it. So,
there you go.
Go from there.
All right, that brings it to me. Okay, so I stopped watching The Flash. I don't know why. I'm just like, after Crisis on Infinite Earths, I'm like, great. He's not, spoiler, he's not dead. So, what else you got? And I haven't been very impressed. So, yeah. So, they put the show Nashville on Netflix, which is this not old. I want to say like 2010, 2011, something like that. ABC drama, right? Along the lines of your Scandal, your Grey's Anatomy, those kind of things. But I remember watching it when I was a kid and I was like, oh, I'll give this a shot. I'm a music fan, country music fan, so I'll give it a shot. It is like bad and soap opera-y, but in a great way. And I've just been enjoying that and kind of sucked into that one. Other than that, Only Murders in the Building is back. and that is an excellent show.
I heard that was good. I never watched it.
Is it on Hulu?
Yeah, it's on Hulu or, you know, Disney Plus with Hulu, blah, 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 right? They're all 30-minute episodes, so like you can power through an episode on your lunch break, and it's really nice. Yeah, that one's always good.
Nice.
What else we got here? I talked about last week picking up G.I. Joe. Oh. The Image Comics run of G.I. Joe. I picked up issue 11. This is a variant cover. Actually, a super sick variant cover, too.
That's sweet.
Wow.
So I am officially caught up on Image G.I. Joe, which is exciting. I'm trying to figure out where to set it right now. And of course, I read all the graphic novels and actually reread the first 6 issues. I am in on the series. I was skeptical before, but I am in on it now to the point that I'm like counting down the days until the next issue. Speaking of counting down the days till the next issue, same universe. I picked up a bunch of the Image Comics Transformers line to the point that I am caught up. And this is the end of Daniel Warren Johnson's run. And Robert Kirkman is going to be taking that. And he did like Walking Dead and all of those. So he's going to be doing that with starting from issue 25. I just finished through issue 24 and it is excellent. So there you go.
Was that a variant cover too, or was that just?
Yeah, that one was. So, all right, now I got to show off, right? They had the second printing of issue. Which ones are these? 19 and 20, which are these like character profile ones, and then I just picked up the regular covers for through to 24.
That's
my
sick.
favorite
I like those
cover.
covers.
I mean, this cover is sick. This is like their last stand, basically.
They're raising a flag for Super Earth right there.
Yeah, basically. And then, of course, good old classic Optimus and Megatron there on issue 24. Absolutely great. I'm like
Optimus aura
super
farming
into
as
these.
usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. And last but not least, and I'll kind of, okay. So this is the last thing that I've read, but not the last thing that I got as part of which I'll fold this into collection check-in real quick. The Deadpool Batman crossover, issue 1. I picked this up. Surprisingly, pretty good. It's got a couple of little short stories in there. Some of which are one-offs, some of which are continuing. They're going to do Batman and Deadpool #2 in November. And I like the way, and not to get too much into it, but it's really interesting because it talks about how Deadpool and the Joker are not necessarily a whole lot different. And Batman kind of plays them off each other, and it works really well. There's also a story in here about Crypto and Jeff the Shark playing volleyball.
Huge.
Completely silent, but absolutely adorable.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
There you go. Well, before we roll into the collection check-in, I think it's a good time, since we're talking about media and movies and whatnot, to say that our next episode is going to be another episode of the Display Shelf Movie Club. And at the end of this episode, we'll be announcing what those movies are. So make sure you stick around so you can be prepared for the next episode.
Indeed.
Get excited.
Got some exciting movies in there.
Get hyped.
And if anything, it gives you 3 movies to watch that you may not have seen before.
This is true.
This is true.
Yeah. So I guess that leads into the collection check-in.
Suppose you do.
All right. Speaking of Batman and comic books, it was Batman Day, so there were free comic books. So I picked up the free Batman and Robin Year One. Looks pretty cool. It's got like a kind of older comic art style to it. And something a little bit more modern. Batman Year 2, #1. Variant cover. Seems kind of cool. And then they had a special... I've been wanting to check this one out. They had a special cover of Absolute Batman #1, which I don't know if you guys have seen anything about the Absolute Batman series, but I am scared.
I've only seen I've seen an image of Absolute Joker.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
It is
like a Batman, like kind of like a Sinister type of story type thing, or
okay. So the idea is that it's an alternate take on the DC characters, because there's like Absolute Flash and Superman and all these other ones too.
Okay.
And in this one, like, Bruce Wayne is not a billionaire. He's just a blue collar worker who crime and whatnot. But he's like, I think I'm sharing my screen with you guys. When you see the images of him just being absolutely massive, he's supposed to be like 6'8" and 400 something pounds. And then you've got Bane who towers over him, and it doesn't it's just like, what on earth? But it's I was gonna say, and like Mr. Freeze is like scary as crap. It's interesting. I
think I just saw Joker in there somewhere.
The Joker, baby.
Oh yeah, this is the first look at Absolute Joker, and it's like
insane.
What? Yeah, Google it.
Worker.
Because it's insane. It is insane. But yeah, so I picked up that one just cause. Amazon was good to me. Had the retro carded G.I. Joe classified Cover Girl, which is actually sick, and retro carded, I can get it, Flint, which looks really good. I'm doing the gimmick where I'm holding it up to the camera, but I didn't zoom in. That's going to be my new gimmick.
There you go. Everyone's got a gimmick.
Everybody's got a gimmick these days. I will zoom in for these, actually. Except I got to remember how. And it's that way. Our local toy store had the Outsiders 2-pack, which has Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. Wow, that's phenomenal. In NWO Bash at the Beach 1996 attire, which is awesome. Plus, the best part of that whole thing, it came with this cool box. And the big reason that I am excited about this box is because I'm moving soon, a little behind the scenes, and the comic books fit perfectly inside of that box.
That's
it
nice.
Is the single best. Like, I won't lie to you, I kind of bought this set because of that box.
That's good value right there. That's good value.
Great value.
Great value. And it was like actually cheaper there than it would be on Ringside. So happy. So there you go. Isaac, what did you find after the last podcast here?
So I found a few things to stick with the wrestling figure trend here. I picked up, our Target finally came through and got Elite 118. So I got Elite 118 Jacob Fatu. Solid figure. And shout out you, Garrett, for the call out there, because we were playing Helldivers the other day and you were like, hey, what figures are you looking for? And I was like, well, Jacob Fatu is one of them. And you're like, oh yeah, Target's got that. So after work on Sunday, I was just like, all right, going. And so, yeah, we got little Jacob Fatu here, which is pretty cool. The only one I'd really consider picking up from that line, because they did have the Tongans.
Oh yeah.
Faces were not good.
Yeah, when you get to the elites, some of the face prints are not the best.
Not the best, but
I've not
the
seen
Jacob
the new
one's
Liv.
pretty good. Oh,
I know. I've not seen the new Liv one in person. I just saw the San Diego Comic-Con shots or whatever it was, and it was bad.
yeah, it was rough. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get that figure too, which is
No,
disappointing.
you just. I think they're doing an Ultimate Edition of her, aren't they?
They are, but it doesn't have the Liv
Oh.
title,
New rule.
which is why I'd want it.
Anytime you see Liv merch, you gotta buy it.
I had a buddy of mine say one time that if Liv Morgan has no fans, I would be dead. So, you know, it is what it is. Because he's not wrong. Anyways, moving on.
World's against Liv Morgan. I'm against the world.
He knows ball. He knows ball.
He knows ball.
Live, laugh, love, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Live, laugh, love, live.
See, you know it. You know it. That's what it is. Anywho, moving on from that, I found some new Funko Pops that I had no idea they were even making. So we have Barris Offee with Inquisitor gear from
Ooh.
Tales of the Empire,
Ooh.
which is pretty cool. It's really dark on my cam, so apologies there, but it is what it is. They also had, from that same line, Morgan Elsbeth,
Ooh.
which is glow in the dark.
Oh, dark? Is that what it's at? Oh,
Which
yeah.
is it's the weapons she has in her hands is glow in the dark, so it's really underwhelming. But
Where's
that's
the
the case.
Dang.
Yeah, just the weapons, because there's one in her other hand, but it's pretty dark, so you can't really see it. But yeah, it's just those. So most of the time, that's the case with the glow in the dark Funko Pops. Is they're just very, very underwhelming. I think I have one that's pretty good. It's Marileona Vermilion from Black Clover. She's on like a base of fire, and all that fire is glow in the dark, so it actually, looks cool.
You like even like when like you turn your lights out for bed, do you even notice it at all? Like any of the glow in the dark ones, or
There's a couple that you can notice if you're looking for them, but they don't like light up the room.
Gotcha.
And the last one I got from that line, Garrett, you'll be a fan of this one. Grand Admiral Thrawn, or I guess in this case it's just Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah.
Also from Tales of the Empire. But yeah, I saw those and I was like, do I need more Star Wars Pops? No. Am I going to get them? Yes. So yeah, that's the Pops. And then I talked a little bit about a couple episodes ago about a big U2's Call of Duty order that I put in.
Yeah.
And said that, it's going to kind of start trickling in. So my first two got here. So we have my own personal little Perkaholic, little plush thing.
Bubblegum.
It's a gobblegum, yeah. Eat this and you get all the perks. That's how it works for non-zombie knowers.
I was gonna say that didn't sound right.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And then the other one that came in was the Hellhound, which again, pretty dark. Let's see if I can light it up here.
Light them up, light them up.
Not really. It doesn't work very well on the camera, but
it works.
But yeah, pretty cool.
Indeed.
So yeah, that's it for now. I checked our Walmart today. Nothing. As
Sounds
per.
about right.
So.
Sounds about right.
Pokemon cards when I went 2 days ago, pick clean.
That reminds me. The store I work at, we get, seasonal stuff. Yeah, we got it in Pokemon cards. So I got a tin of black and white.
Oh, you got those tints? Oh,
wow.
We only got 2 of them. I bought one and Caleb bought the other. So they're gone. Didn't even make it to the floor, which maybe is unethical, but
they're like, hey, this guy really likes Pokemon cards. We get more. Maybe
exactly.
Unethical.
Might be, but
Who's counting?
to be fair, I wasn't clocked in when I bought them, so technically I was a customer.
Oh, well, there you go.
So,
Those are the
you
rules.
know,
I
them's the
think.
rules.
I don't know.
I don't know what the rules are.
Nah, I don't know what the rules are.
I bought them regardless, and I got a Pokeball Haxorus out of it, so
Oh, okay.
good stuff.
That's nice.
There you go.
So, yeah, that'll do her.
Jacob,
For
what
me?
have you found this week?
So I haven't found anything this week, but
It's red again.
things that I turned red there. I have a few things that I on my desk. I guess I can show because I haven't shown them before, but I had them for a while. Let's see what I have. Just to get something. I'm trying to remember what this. So this was back when I was heavy into Destiny 2. They would give you like if you. I think this one was like one of the season medals. Like if you completed everything in a season, you got the opportunity to like purchase a medal for that season, and it gave me a little medal, and on the top of the thing it says what season it was part of.
Nice.
It's kind of a cool thing I have on my desk.
There you go.
I think like for every major medal in the game, they give you like an option to buy one if you make it to that part of it. And I got one of them. That's kind of cool to do. So I have that. I have this. I have a Master Chief.
Nice.
Hold a controller. I
Nice.
kind of like that. I usually put my Xbox One in there because it fits. Xbox controller for Master Chief fits pretty well. So I do that. What else do I got? Oh, so this is from. I have this as well. This is from a game called Team Fortress 2. It's a spy crab.
Nice.
I did not know this. They stopped making this probably like 5-6 years ago. I got it for $20, and it comes with a code for like a game item. Like when it was redeem your code, you get an item in the game. Apparently, this thing sells for like hundreds of dollars now because you can't get them anymore. And I'm like, well, that's pretty sick. So it was only $20 when it came out. It's kind of a little kind of funny thing. Like it has a cigarette in its mouth. It's kind of funny.
I was gonna say, is that like a cigar?
That's a cigarette in its mouth.
Nice.
It's funny.
That was funny.
But yeah, so I didn't know it was expensive now, but it's really sought after because it's like every time a product from Valve like gets discontinued, like their company that makes games, like it always goes for tons of money. So I was like, that's cool. How it's a kind of a cool thing. That's all I really have on my desk right now. Yeah, I have my controller that I guess put my controller back on my Master Chief. I got this red one.
Nice.
Put that on there. It fits pretty good.
Fancy.
There you go.
It's pretty good on there.
There you go.
I want to say, let me see what else I have. The thing is about it, and then I have I have like a little thing on my side here that has some stuff. I got like a couple cards that are displayed, like that Iron Crown that I got that I pulled at the that I pulled and dropped. I have that in a sealed case right now. I have the whole Pokeball set of tins. Like I have like the Great Ball, Luxury, Ultra, Premier, Quick, and then I'm missing the regular Pokeball. I'm missing the base Pokeball, but I have those, and I have some Amiibo up there. So yeah, couple cool things. Just kind of on my desk and in my area. I gotta kind of fix up my desk a bit, put some more stuff. But I also have like those erasers that you get from those 2 packs of Pokemon cards, like the Lechonk, the Gengar, and I have those on my desk too. And
yeah, I've got those right above me too. There's the small of Lechonk, Belly Bolt, and Gengar.
Yep, I got all those, and then I have the giraffe rig that I bought at the store with you guys.
Oh yeah, you did get that one.
Yep, I have that.
Shout out Giraffe Rig.
Shout out. I need a Frigoraph one. That'd be cool. But yeah, that's about it for me. Just nothing major this week, but maybe some more stuff soon I can add.
Perhaps.
There
We have to
you go.
organize a group display shelf shopping spree.
True.
Indeed. We have a few bits of like somewhat breaking news here on the Podski. Hasbro just put out a thing. They are doing figures for the 1982 classic Tron movie, as well as Tron Legacy from 2010. and then eventually for the new movie. So that's interesting. And they just dropped the trailer for Volume 3 of Star Wars Legends. Not Legends, Visions.
For Visions. Okay.
Yeah, for Visions.
Gonna need to watch that.
Indeed, definitely. Speaking of trailers, though.
Couple big trailers.
Mando and Grogu had a trailer.
Yep.
Any thoughts from the group there?
I'm excited. I should watch more Mando. I haven't finished it, so I'm kind of worried. I don't know. I think it's probably okay, but I don't want to like get too out of order with the Star Wars stuff. But probably okay if I watch Mando and Andor. Yeah. I wouldn't be like too confused, I don't think, but I'd be a little bit.
Mando has some stuff in there that you kind of need to know.
When you get to season 3, yes.
Heavily helps to know.
Yeah.
Is the Acolyte like in lore wise, like the first, like before?
Yeah. We'll talk about it later, I'm sure, but don't.
Oh yeah, that
don't
was
worry
one
about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I will go in on that movie, or I will go in on that show momentarily.
I might join you on that.
That was number 1 on the list. Minor spoiler.
Really?
That was number 1 on the list of disappointing movies / stuff.
How about that? That's funny.
Yeah, but I mean, watch whatever you want to watch. It is a
just maybe not the Acolyte.
Maybe not the Acolyte.
Watch what you want to watch, but don't watch.
Yeah, I thought Mando and Grogu looks good. I understand people's complaints. Oh, it looks like the TV show. Well, the TV show looks like the movies, so.
Right. I don't know what you were really expecting here. This is, it's a movie finale to a 3-season TV show. It's going to be similar to the TV show.
Just like the 4 Downton Abbey movies that they put out. It's going to look just like it. Actually, I think those are a little higher budget, but the
point is, it's a movie following a TV show.
Kickboxer.
Yeah, and that's something.
That's cool. I'm down. Might as well, right?
Why not?
The Wolverine game.
The Wolverine game looks great.
There's gonna be lots of combat in that game, that's for sure. That's the whole trailer was just him slicing people.
Just blood and gore.
They're pretty much
be happier about it.
No complaints. That's kind of what Wolverine does. That's kind of the thing.
It's about time we got a trailer for it too.
Yeah, dead serious.
It ain't your visual novel type game. It's going to be a game.
That's a hack and slash if I've ever seen it.
Ain't your dad's visual novel game.
But yeah, that game got announced, like 2 years ago, something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
With like initial trailer. And then there was the whole thing about the Insomniac leak.
Yeah.
Which was kind of a big deal. And so they just didn't say anything about Wolverine for however long until now. And it looks really good.
Indeed.
So I'm very excited to play that. That'll be a day one purchase. I actually, when the state of play was happening and I was watching through the whole segment they did, I was like, if there's a deluxe or collector's edition of this game, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
So here's hoping I have the funds for that come next fall.
Indeed.
I just realized we're pretty close to the Game Awards, December 11th. That'd be pretty good.
Oh, is that December 11th?
Yeah. Ooh. Getting there.
Perhaps maybe an episode covering that, or at least partially covering that.
Yeah, that works with me. Good idea. Last little bit of news that was breaking today at time of recording. In an interview with Tokyo Sports, AJ Styles says that he intends to retire from professional wrestling in 2026. Good for him.
Yeah, that tracks. He did say that, was it this SummerSlam was his last one, he said? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I have no idea.
I think it might have been AJ.
Yeah.
He's
one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites. Good for him.
Good for him. Yeah, good career.
Enjoy the retirement.
One of the, I would argue, one of the best professional wrestlers in the world. At one time. Of all time. Or, you know. He's on the list somewhere. Indeed.
Of all time, one time.
Exactly. You know what I'm trying to say. Excellent.
Yeah.
Good stuff. He was actually in the first professional wrestling match I ever watched. It was him and Kevin Owens at a live event in Saginaw. And we walked in halfway through.
Nice.
Yeah. It was cool.
It's cool.
Indeed. Speaking of wrestling, there was a pay-per-view. And it was kind of bad. To the point that ESPN, who is streaming this pay-per-view,
it was their debut pay-per-view, by the way.
It's wild.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see it with you guys, and I haven't seen the whole thing. All I kind of saw was people were very, very, very negative about AJ Lee. I don't know why, but they were. It felt like
really?
Online. Yeah, they were being kind of.
I did see a little bit of that, but
I must have missed something.
About it. Like, jeez, come on.
I mean, that match was a little bit long. I think overall it was good though.
It was good. It was enjoyable. Just once they did that table spot, I remember you said something about the crowd didn't quite pop for a table spot. Time to end it.
Yeah. There were a couple things in that match. Something was just off almost the entire time during Wrestlepalooza. I think I mentioned this.
Did you
was
watch
just a vibe.
Or were you able to get like the VPN working for the?
Oh, I got the VPN working, Halls.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, it worked great. I was even on Discord on the same device with Isaac, and it had no problems. So, I'm not going to disclose what brand of VPN that I use until they sponsor this podcast.
Balls in your court.
Yeah, you know who you are. You know who you are. There's only like 4 that sponsor podcasts.
Reveal it.
I just kind of feel like the Brock Lesnar thing kind of sucked the air out of the room.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I don't know why you'd ever start a show having John Cena
the biggest baby face in the company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Brock Lesnar was there?
Yeah.
Don't they know what's going on? What
I was gonna say.
They hate the.
Don't they know?
Don't they know? They want their crowd to be upset as possible for some reason.
There was a sign in the audience too that was like, I forget what it said.
He shouldn't be here, and we all know why.
That's it. That's it.
Come on.
Which got blurred out on replays, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Silencing the fans?
Definitely not a WWE thing to do. It's like we talked about it when he returned at SummerSlam. There's a very large debate about whether or not Brock Lesnar should actually be there. I feel like Triple H doesn't know what to do with him. If I'm being completely and entirely honest here. This isn't my take. I heard it. It was probably the What Culture podcast. Brock Lesnar squashing John Cena felt like Vince McMahon was back in the chair.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Right. Not that I'm saying that he was, but that was the feeling. And I don't want to go back. I'm not going back.
Kind of like the Kermit meme, you bring back Lesnar and make him squash John Cena.
Right.
Yes, like the Kermit with the hoodie on.
Hooded Kermit, yeah.
Do it.
Oh, what's really interesting about that happening was that supposedly the morning of Wrestlepalooza, John Cena was supposed to beat Lesnar.
Yeah. And then did you see the other pitch?
The one for Cody and Drew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Drew was supposed to walk away with the belt. Well, in this pitch, Randy would have turned up mid-match, turned on Cody, and Drew would have walked away with the belt. That's great.
Yeah, like, hello?
Why are we not doing that?
Let's do something else.
Yeah, that was Cody and Drew went in and were like, hey, this is what we should do.
This is the best idea.
I love it. Let's find something else.
Right.
I love it. Let's have another boring Cody win.
Oh my gosh. We are going to get to a point, and I don't think that we're there yet, because I still love Cody Rhodes as a character and as a babyface and all of this. We are going to get to a point where he wins to the detriment of his character.
Yep.
I'm going to call it here. I'm going to call it now. There will be a point in which the fans will turn on Cody Rhodes if he continues on this trajectory.
Right, so
But I want to give them credit and say that they're smarter than that, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think that the fan perspective is like if somebody wins too much, they start to kind of turn on somebody. I think that kind of it's just how the fans kind of work that's kind of for everything too, like not just WWE, that's for every sport, for every kind of
Patrick Mahomes.
Thing. Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
you got me as a prime example too.
That's a big example.
Ripley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a big example. The Holmes, Ripley, that's a good example. Like,
thought you were talking about you being an overrated sports figure.
Oh, well, I was pretty good at soccer back in my day, but
yeah, man,
you were too good.
He was too good.
Too good. Everybody hated teaming with me because I was too good.
He was too good. Everybody hated him.
Yep.
He kicked.
And now look where I am doing a podcast about toys.
Among other things.
Among other things. And I wouldn't have it any other way, gentlemen.
Absolutely. Oh man. Stephanie Vaquer walked away with the women's title though. It was a pleasant surprise with no interference.
No interference. Yeah, that's what was surprising.
Yeah. I thought Asuka was going to get involved there, but she did not.
I remember you were saying because the cameraman was up on the apron and it was like shaky camera work.
It was bad camera work. I'm going to talk about this. So one of my favorite angles of all time, tangent time. One of my favorite angles of all time is the contract signing right before AEW Full Gear 2021 between Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. The final segment before the blow-off match of this feud that was like literally 5 years in the making, right? And you're watching this thing and they're making their entrances and one of the cameramen just keeps getting in the shot. And then their camera's all shaky and it's all weird. And it turns out that at the end of the segment, that's actually Kenny Omega, who's a bad guy at that time. That's his manager in disguise, and he decks Hangman to end the segment. I thought they were going to do that because that cameraman kept getting on the apron and getting into the shot with Asuka. I really did. I was like, cool. Wow, good for them. That's not what happened.
No.
It was just the cameraman was on the apron.
Bad camera work.
I mean, production stuff happens all the time, but like not in the WWE. They're usually a little bit more clean and polished like that,
Yeah, they had another one, which not to move away from Palooza because we'll go back to that Stephanie Io match, but on Monday on Raw during the New Day and War Raiders plus Penta and Grayson match, there was a point where Kofi went through a table and the cameraman just completely missed it. Like they had to cut to a replay of an off angle.
Yeah, they've done that before. I don't know.
I was like, dude, you have your big table spot in this match. I'm just gonna miss it? Like just in the way? Okay.
Wild.
But yeah, the Stephanie EO match.
Pretty good.
I'm glad there was like an official winner too, because the past 2 matches of those we've had, it was Roxanne getting involved, Julia getting involved, etc., where there was never any like, here's your definitive winner here. And now we got one, and it was like 20-minute masterclass of wrestling.
Indeed.
With the correct winner.
Indeed.
Like that, the Raw after that, where she was, doing her entrance with the belt, and I was like, oh yeah. No, that
this works.
Look here with the belts feels right. Yeah.
In other news, Rhea Ripley turned into a Smurf on Monday.
She did.
If you haven't seen it, Asuka misted Rhea after they had a match in the main event of Raw, and of course the mist was blue. How much mist was actually there?
That's insane.
And she turned, you can find images. She turned completely blue. It was wild.
Yeah. It's like she could be transported to Pandora and fit right in with the Avatar universe.
I have not seen any of those movies. Actually, I saw half of the second one, and frankly did not like it. It was like, here's what our visual effects department can do, and that's the gist of the movie. Unless I'm missing something, which probably am, because I haven't seen the first one.
It's kind of the vibe I've gotten from those movies. Is that, they're so crazy with their effects and stuff, and the rest of it just kind of like, whatever.
Okay,
I haven't seen them though, so that's just the vibe that I've gotten from them.
Indeed.
Wasn't there a match between Lesnar and Stephanie and Io?
Yeah.
What match was that?
Oh, so Jey Uso cut himself open with a chair.
Oh yeah.
Which looked pretty gnarly. And I think he was out on concussion protocol afterward. Evidently he's okay.
Yeah, because he had a match on Raw. So.
Oh, did he? Gosh.
He did, yeah. Him and LA Knight, of course, again. Go figure. Hopefully they're done with that.
Feud. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much Wrestlepalooza.
Pretty much. I'm just sad that they're bringing Kyrie as the unfortunate heel.
Yeah.
I really was so badly wanting her to stay face and be like, turn to Asuka and be like, no.
Right.
Because I love Kyrie, especially as a face. I think it really allows her to shine a bit more with her character and personality than she does as a heel. Which hopefully, they'll stick with the Kabuki Warriors for a bit, but there's going to be a moment, I think, where Kyrie turns on Asuka.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm really hoping that kind of explodes her with the audience and she, gets the credit that she deserves.
Yeah.
Because she's great.
Indeed.
But that main event segment was on my TV and I was like, no, don't do it. No,
don't do it.
No.
Indeed. Well, guess that brings us to the main event of this particular podcast.
Main event.
Maybe.
I don't think there's anything else to talk about, so yeah.
I don't think so. So, media that has disappointed us. Criteria being there was some hype. We walked away kind of disappointed of the whole thing. I think I know where we're going to start. We haven't talked about how we're going to do this. We probably should have done that in our little production meeting that we did beforehand.
Yeah.
You want to go Isaac, Jacob, me, and then just rotate until we run out of a list? Is that how we want to do this?
Sure. Yeah.
I have 5 because I think we're also going to talk a little bit about stuff that we were pleasantly surprised by, stuff that maybe we weren't so much interested in or excited for, or wasn't expecting to be as good, and
Right.
then knocked our socks off. So I have
Indeed.
5 for each category actually
Oh, wow.
that I have written down here. Yeah.
I have a lot more disappointing than I do not disappointing. So there you go.
There you go. Well, the one that inspired this idea for me, because spoiler alert, this is one that I threw out to the boys and was like, hey, not a bad idea here. The one that inspired it for me is it's Nier Automata's anime, specifically the second season. So disappointing because the first season was good and I love the game so much. The game's, if you go back to, our favorite episode 2, and we talk about video games that we really enjoy and whatnot. That one was one of them that I talked about a little bit. And so they made an anime about it. First season was solid. I think, Jacob, you watched the first season of that, right?
Yeah, I've seen the first season, and it was kind of rocky because it got delayed because of COVID stuff back in the day. And,
Yeah, that was...
So there was like some delays, and then restarting, and then like filming an episode. So it was kind of a rocky start, but it was a good first season.
The first season was good. It strayed a little bit away from the game, which was okay, because I think some elements of it worked better than it did in the game. But the second season, the first episode of the second season revealed something that in the game is like this big, huge twist at the very end of the game. And it makes you reevaluate certain characters, certain relationships between characters, how the whole world works. And so that's supposed to be like the end, reevaluate your entire time playing the game. But in the first episode of the second season, they revealed it. And I was just like, you got to be kidding me. What are we doing?
It's the whole point.
So the whole point, because after that, I really didn't care about the rest of the season. I was like, sure, maybe, this happens and that's cool and all. But the emotional weight of it is completely taken away for people that, haven't played the game. And there was some other stuff that they tried to change that I wasn't the biggest fan of either. But it was really just that one moment where they were like, so this is the case. And I was like, why? I think I remember, Jacob, I texted you after I watched that episode and I was like, dude, I can't believe they did this. And even like days later, I think I posted on my Twitter, I was like, man, this is messed up. I'm still mad about this. So,
yeah, it was bad. Yeah,
specifically the second season. It was just there. It's the only thing I could think about, and I was so upset by it. So I was just really let down and disappointed by the second season of the Nier Automata anime.
There you go.
So I have kind of a group one right here, kind of like a grouping of one, and it's every Percy Jackson movie.
Yep.
And that's disappointing. It's disappointing. Okay, it's disappointing. I read the books, and I was a Percy Jackson book guy as a kid. Movies just are so corny and just it doesn't fit well. It doesn't. A viewing experience is just kind of cheesy, and
right.
I wasn't a big fan of them. I like the stories in the book. I think the book is it might have been corny there too, but I think maybe I was either younger. It made sense for a book, kind of like mythology stuff. But it's like the actors kind of were like it's kind of awkward. Like the movies felt kind of awkward, and
yeah,
I did not like them. But
I wish it
was better,
seen
but it wasn't.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of the movies, and I got I got part of the way through the first book and was like, okay, I can't read, so uh, and yeah, I could definitely see why those would be considered disappointing. Yeah.
I feel like the first one is like, I don't want to call it passable because it's not, but it's not that awful. But my gosh, Sea of Monsters was one of the biggest atrocities I've ever seen.
Buns, not good, really bad.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even manage to put these on
very
there.
bad day. Percy Jackson and the no good, very bad day.
Has anybody
yeah.
has anybody seen the Disney Plus show? I know that there is one, but I've not seen it.
No, and I'm scared.
I've heard it's good, but
That's good.
It's good. Well, maybe I'll have to watch it then.
Surprising. Indeed.
yeah, I don't know.
I tell you what book movies were good. The Narnia books were pretty good. Or the Narnia movies were pretty good.
Yes.
Agreed. I +1 on that.
Those were pretty good. Wasn't the third one like straight to DVD though?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they did Lion Witch in the Wardrobe was the first one they did.
Right. And then they did Prince Caspian, which is out of order from the I mean,
Yeah, there's and then they did Voyage of the Dawn Treader was the third one, I think.
That's it.
Which skipped like 2 books, maybe. I don't know.
Right. I mean,
I know
to
they
be
skipped books
fair,
somewhere.
yeah, to be fair though, I was gonna say that guy was in it. That guy. The Will Poulter.
That's Adam Warlock.
Yeah. He was in Warfare.
Don't be rush. Don't be rush.
That guy's in everything. Here it is. Really is, man. He just like shows
He's in everything.
I just watched Guardians 3 before coming up here to do the podcast. So as soon as you said "Don't be rash," I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah." My dad had it on.
Again. Yeah,
I have not seen that movie, so I don't.
Better than number 2, like I said, it was better than number 2.
Well, that's good. Oh, maybe it did go into the theaters.
Sadder, much sadder. I'll say that.
Oh, emotional roller coaster. Yeah.
Huh. They're doing more?
Are they really?
No, the funny thing about the Chronicles of Narnia, like of the Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, is that I associate that with the movie more than a book nowadays. Kind of funny, but I just do.
Yeah.
That's how good it was.
Same.
We have somewhere in this house is CDs of the audiobooks of the entire series. And we would just like listen to them on car rides. Huh. They're going back to the very beginning, evidently.
Magician's Nephew. Is that they're doing a new movie?
Yeah, that's the first book. Oh gosh.
Wait, is it November 25th, 2025? Is that what that says?
2026. So next year. It is Greta Gerwig is going to be directing. Interesting. Oh, and she's in it. That's cool. Denise Goff, who plays Dead Ramiro in Andor. She is amazing.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you've gotten to that point yet.
No, I don't think so. I had not gotten that far. I did not recognize her, but
yeah, you will. She's like one of the best parts of that show.
Eventually.
Huh. Cool. There's more Narnia. Gotta love that. Anyway.
I was thinking about that. It's like that post of, I can't wait to watch Guardians of the Sea for the first time. The wacky space people having fun, and then they post the GIF of the rocket.
Gosh.
Real though. That's so real.
It's so sad, man. Wild. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you gotta watch Guardians 3.
You do.
Yeah, I do.
You do.
It's so good.
You get to get a box of tissues next to you for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a happy watch.
No.
No.
It's not.
As mentioned before the recording started, I don't like sad movies.
Fair. It's fair.
That's why I have not broken the seal on the Iron Claw Blu-ray yet, because I know what happens and I know that I will be sad. Yeah.
Changing emotions to disappointing.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you one that was really disappointing. Like I said, it was first on the list. Do we want to talk about The Acolyte? Did you watch the whole thing, Isaac?
Oh, I watched the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I sure did.
So here's the deal. I don't have a problem with Sith witch coven thing. Because Night Sisters, etc., right? No problem with that. I have a minor issue with the twins from the Force thing, but whatever. Maybe that's why, minor spoiler alert, Darth Plagueis shows up in the end. Maybe it's related to that. The problem is, we will never know. Ever.
That too, yeah.
So, there are really good aspects of this show. I think. The saber fights were really cool. Chimera was actually a cool villain, the guy with the helmet. The problem is, I hated the main characters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much it. And I guess the twist as soon as we were starting to play the amnesia card. And I think I said it out loud as a joke. I was like, oh, are they going an evil twin route? And
yep.
By golly, they went the evil twin route. Sorry. Yeah. So bad. But, you know. I don't know what else to say, honestly. It's been a hot minute since I've sat down and watched it.
Yeah, definitely have not rewatched it.
I'm buying the Chimera Black Series figure, though, because it's sick.
That's fair. It looks really good.
He was the best part of the show. They should have given him the screen time.
Easily.
But it felt like, and I've probably uttered this take to you guys or even on this podcast before, it felt like a good part one to a season. If you would have had the rest of the season to earn everything, could have been great. But no. 8 episodes.
8 episodes.
8 episodes. If you would have given us 10, maybe it would have been better. If you would have given us a network television run, maybe it would have been great.
Maybe it would have been great.
No. I think of it like Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. If you would have stopped at episode 8, when with the giant cliffhanger, I think it's episode 8. I'm very casually going to Disney Plus to confirm. There's a giant cliffhanger when they went on like Labor Day break or whatever network television does. It was probably CMA Awards actually. Like you'd have killed the show. There'd have been no point. But like when you get the rest of the story, it makes sense. We don't have a whole story. It's not a whole story, which is a problem.
It's not a whole story, exactly.
It really isn't a whole story. And like, I get why they did it. What am I looking for here? Oh, I remember. I get why they did what they did because they thought, oh, well, this is Star Wars, big hit, etc. You can't just, there it is. Darn it. See, episode 10. There you go. If they would have stopped Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at episode 10 of season 1, it would have been terrible. that was where the season ended, you'd have canned the whole thing. Anyway, yeah. What was I talking about before?
The Acolyte.
Yeah.
But yeah, my big disappointment with the series, because when I first heard, the idea for it, back when all those new shows were getting announced and stuff, and they were like, oh yeah, it's about like a Sith apprentice. I was like, that's sick. I want to see this so bad. It was my number one most anticipated show to come out of that presentation by a country mile. I was like, I'm so excited to see a dark side perspective on this stuff. And then we actually got to the show and I was like, wow.
And you didn't get the dark side.
This is worthless.
I was going to say, you didn't get the dark side perspective until like episode 6.
Yeah.
How many episodes was it again?
I think 8. I don't know.
Goes to Disney Plus again.
Again. Armed and Dangerous. Again.
Yeah, 8. Like,
what if you want to do Armed and Dangerous? But God said, it's the world.
You don't get to see the cool Sith stuff until like episode 5, and then you don't start to get interesting character development until episode 7. It's an 8-episode show. Like, I mean, you can't do nothing with your characters over essentially 8 hours.
Right.
Like,
and then cut it right when, it's the turning point of the show.
Right.
Like this should have been episode 3. We'll call it 3. I don't know.
Yes.
However you want to space it out, but it should have been early on in the season. So you're invested in the turn and been like, here we go.
Or better yet, like, I think that you could have warranted the first 8 episodes if there would have been more. You could have actually gotten everything out of those 8 episodes if there was more, but the problem is there is no more, and there won't be any more, because part 1, and I do genuinely believe that they had a plan. I will hold my hands up and say this. I do genuinely believe that they had a plan with this. And this was part 1 of the story, but part 1 does not have a beginning, a middle, and an end. The Phantom Menace has a beginning, middle, and an end to its story. But it is still part 1 of a larger story.
One more big season, Arthur.
One more big
season. I have a plan.
Didn't this movie have like a ridiculous budget though, or the show?
It seems like it does.
Had a pretty big budget, yeah.
Is that the guy from Squid Game?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. This guy, I think that guy.
He's one of the best parts of the show.
He's a good actor. He's good.
Yeah. We might
learned English just for the show too.
Oh no.
Hey, that's pretty sick. That's true.
We might mention something about that in the game later in the podcast. So you know.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I am very casually looking at the Acolyte to see if they've got anything about the budget, because I thought it was like one of the higher budgeted. Yeah, 230 million.
Oof.
Compared to, do they have? I think that Mando would be a fair comparison. Maybe Andor, right? I swear I know how to spell.
Andor. Indoors.
You guys aren't going to
take it away,
the
Penny.
budget of this one?
Take it away, Penny.
Huh. All right.
It's such a beautiful voice.
This
I
is
just
just
saw
the
that
meme
clip
episode,
earlier
apparently.
today.
It's pretty much the meme episode apparently because I just memes keep popping in my head. You know what? It's because I watched Reels last night before I went to. That's why.
See, that'll do it.
That'll
Okay,
do
so
it.
maybe Andor is not a fair comparison because it is 650 million. But how many episodes is it?
Oh, the
Wait a minute.
budget at that it was 650.
Yeah. But
Yeah, Andor-
it's
Big
but
budget.
it's 12 episodes per season. 12 episodes season 1, 12 episodes
Yeah,
season
so
2. So it's
24
like-
episodes compared to 8.
Right.
Which I guess actually that maths out because
Does it?
Acolyte had about a third of the budget, has a third of the episodes.
Yeah, but there are parts of that like I don't know. Anyway.
Mathematically, it works out. You know, you can
Yeah.
justify
But-
some other stuff, but
You've put really the same amount. Sure, if we're saying that it's the same amount, you've put the same amount of money into this as to something like Andor that is actually won awards and things like that. I don't know. It is bad. It is not good. Not good. Kind of don't know what else to say about it, honestly.
I think for now that's probably good enough because at some point I think we're going to do some sort of Star Wars tier list akin to what we did with Marvel, so we can really go
Ooh.
in on it.
That's true.
Go in on
That's
it then.
true because we have definitely gone a while on the Acolyte. But
Yeah.
Isaac, what is your next piece of disappointing media? I'll limit to 5.
Well, there is more Star Wars to come, but I'll save that for a second because we've been talking about Star Wars a lot. So I'm going to go to a controversial one here. And Jacob, you might be like, what are you talking about? So I'm going to need you guys to hear me out for a second. It's another anime, so sorry, Garrett, you're kind of out of the loop here. Kaiju number 8, the anime.
I kind of know you don't really like that as much, or kind of.
Now,
like,
let
There's
me
I get it.
makes there's 10 of them actually.
There's 8 of them.
There's 8 of them. There's like 6 or 7.
Oh gosh.
But no, I want to very specifically specify something here. I think the contents of the show and the animation and everything is great. I really enjoy my time watching it. However, I can't get past the art style, specifically the character art. Because I read a good chunk of the manga, so I saw the manga art and was like, wow, this is, really good. And there's one panel that I always refer back to, and I'm sure editor me is going to throw it up on the screen because I'm very passionate about this. So yeah, right there, wherever.
Peach.
Poof. But it's the panel from the first volume / first episode, however you want to look at it, where Captain Ashiro, Mina, however you want to refer to her as, comes in and like saves the day and is kind of like standing with the tiger and making it look super cool. Like the Defense Force was this like super cool program, right? And in the manga, it looks sick. And you're like, all right, I'm in. This organization feels strong. This person feels like there's something powerful in this universe, right? And then you go and you look at it in the anime, and it just loses any kind of, I don't want to use the term aura because that's cringe, but loses any kind of like, I have to use the word aura. And it's entirely down to the way the characters are drawn and the way the suits specifically are drawn. Because a little lore drop, the suit was drawn specifically for Mina in the manga, and it still just looks stupid in the anime. So I'm a little upset. But that's what I'll say about Kaiju number 8. Good show, could have been better. I was very disappointed with the art style.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I think they had a tall order trying to imitate the manga in terms of art style. They had a pretty tall order just because of how good it was. But they definitely didn't like try hard to like imitate
No,
the
it's
art style. I mean, and I guess it doesn't bother me that much, but I know it's a kind of an important thing, like to match the source material at least a little bit and whatnot. But I think maybe it's more. But I think I can understand your being disappointing because there was a lot of hype around it. It was for like quite a while it coming out, so it's understandable that like it kind of didn't meet your expectations. I get that.
Yeah. It was especially disappointing because I don't like the manga that I read is usually after I've watched the anime, so I can kind of compare it. I read Kaiju before the anime came out, like at least a year or so before it came out. So I was like super ready for this to be cool and, like my expectations were high. And then I saw the trailer and the art style and I was like, oh, man. So, yeah. It's disappointing. Great show. Still enjoy it. Final episode of the season 2 is coming out on Saturday, and I will be there. But, leaves a little bit of a bad taste.
Yeah, for sure.
Indeed. I don't know why I started making a noise there. I have nothing to say.
Well, my next disappointing one is I put it down as any Home Alone that's not starring Macaulay Culkin in it.
Valid.
Do they have other Home Alones?
There's 2 other ones.
Unfortunately, yeah.
3 and 4.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, didn't the
1 and
4th one
2
just come out?
Yeah, it did just come out.
Never watched it.
The 3rd one has a new kid. No, you can't change from Macaulay Culkin.
Can't change it. No.
No.
I like they're trying to milk it. Like Macaulay Culkin had the charm to make it good, and just it fit that era. Like that was like not, I think it was like late 1990, I think, and then I don't know if I think 2002 was 2 maybe, I don't know, something like that.
So
Home Alone 2 was really good, I think, but
yeah,
3's not good. 3
Home
is
Alone
not
3
good.
came out in 1997.
Really?
I presume this is the kid. Yeah, this is the kid.
Not against him as a
recognize
person.
that
It just
kid?
didn't fit. What else was he in?
He was in Tarzan. Who was he in Tarzan? The rest of these, I have no idea what these movies are. Who was he in Tarzan? We're going to IMDb. He was young Tarzan. Thank you, IMDb.
Thank you. It didn't capture the enjoyment of the first 2 movies, the family aspect. The Lost in New York was great. I love that one. Being homo, like, and even like the villain, they weren't the same. Didn't have the Wet Bandits. How do you not have the Wet Bandits?
How do you not
At
have
least
the
have
weapon?
that. If you're not gonna have the same kid, at least have the Wet Bandits. Like that's unbelievable that they didn't have those. But it might be nostalgia's hurting me there, but those were 2 movies that were, I think, even they realized they're cash cows. They were just cashing in on the name Home Alone and just made another one. But without the charm of the first 2, it's kind of like it's like their version of AI slop nowadays.
Yeah. AI slop before there was AI.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, 2021, that would have been infancy of the AI boom that we're seeing now.
Yeah.
This was right to Disney Plus, the 4th one. Very interesting. Very
Right
interesting.
off, hopefully.
They did that with the Christmas Story as well. They recently made another one.
That's peak.
Why? Interesting.
I don't know.
Look at the 1.8 rating.
Wow.
That's too high.
That's
actually higher than I thought.
That is a 1.8 star on Google reviews by the audience. There are some people that actually gave this movie 5 stars. I'm looking at the reviews.
The director, the actors.
Cast and crew gave it 5 stars. Everybody else gave it nothing.
Right. A refreshing new take on the
Alex
Home Alone
Lins
movies.
gave it a 5 star.
Right. Of course, if you compare it directly to the original Home Alone, you will find yourself disappointed. However,
exactly.
This movie plays homage to the original title in little ways. Interesting. Huh.
That's one of those 5-star reviews that are like, if you ignore the bad part,
right?
Oh, it's a bad movie.
Oh.
Well, I mean, if you ignore the bad part, which is the whole movie, and
could be the whole movie.
I mean, well,
you ignore the bad parts and it's good.
Exactly. Well,
but yeah, that just, I don't know. That was just it's not. It just wasn't it. I mean, you can't. Home Alone should have been retired after 2. If they're not going to bring him back, if they're not going to bring Macaulay Culkin back, or is it Pesci? Is that his name? That's the other one of the bandits. Which if they don't bring them back, I think other guy. I think he's actually retired. I think he lives in. That's kind of. But like the tall guy. The tall bandit, the tall guy.
Yeah. The guy with the hair.
I think he actually. Yeah, I think he owns some kind of farm now. He's retired from.
Good for him.
Acting. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Indeed.
But he was one of the funniest parts of the movies. the trying to turn on the water and he gets shocked and it's a skeleton of him. He's screaming as a skeleton. And it would like the idea of them being in like a revamped like a renovating apartment in downtown New York and whatnot. Like in a second movie, that was kind of a fun thing. And then they made a lot of that scene just in that one scene. It's kind of fun, and it's kind of just a fun movie overall.
Yeah,
but 3 was not as good. That's for sure.
Indeed.
Nothing personal.
All right. Guess that brings us to my next one. All right. I'm going to throw a bit of a weird curveball here. I'm actually going to go for the Infinity War and Infinity Crusade comics. Not the movie. Not the movie. We talked about the movie last episode, actually. Go watch that.
Watch it.
Okay. I'm talking about the comics.
Very different opinion.
So, there is a really cool premise. So, Infinity Gauntlet comes around, and it's basically the premise of Infinity War and Endgame. Thanos gets the gauntlet, wants to, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Basically, in a way to win over the affection of Lady Death, Thanos uses the Infinity Gauntlet to snap away half of the universe. Right? And then the Infinity Gauntlet is, okay, well, the other half are trying to get the other half back, blah, 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 the basic deal. Minor spoiler for, 40, 50-year-old comic coming. They get everybody back in the end because Adam Warlock gets the Infinity Gauntlet. So the follow-up to that is the Infinity War, and the idea is that people are questioning, hey, should this guy, Adam Warlock, actually have the stones? Like, do we trust this guy who just appeared in a motel in Jersey? Because that's actually what happened. Do we trust this guy with the 5 or 6 most powerful objects in the entire universe? And before they can even answer that question, the big question is, can he be impartial? Blah, 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 right? And so his answer is, oh, well, about 6 months ago, I expelled, this is comic books for you, I expelled the good and evil parts of myself. So now I am a man of pure logic. Makes sense if you're going to be wielding the friggin' Infinity Stones. The problem is, the good and evil parts of him are still out there. And the bad one is starting to come after the Avengers. And that's the idea of Infinity War. And then Infinity Crusade is the good part of him decides to come after the Avengers. The disappointing part is that's a cool concept. What happens if you isolate the evil parts of this character? He's just a bad guy. He's a maniacal bad guy. I don't know. It's like you could have played so much more with that concept, but they don't. And he's just another bad guy after the glove. And then they do the same thing with the good parts of him too. She just turns bad and is like, well, basically the Ultron thing, right? The only way to save humanity is to destroy humanity. So, you know, it's odd. It's kind of all I got to say. There you go.
So basically just great idea and concept, poor execution.
Phenomenal idea and concept, but just did not, I don't feel like it stuck the landing.
Fortunate.
That and the bad part of himself, it's like the Magus or something like that. He's just like big purple maniacal guy. Kind of 1D, but you know, I guess he's the bad parts of him, so kind of would be, right?
I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Well, I have one more anime on my list, and then I'll move to some more mainstream stuff that
he's going to talk
everybody
about the
will
Star
understand.
Wars sequel trilogy.
Well, maybe one of them in particular, but
I've got one on my list. But
there you go.
I think I'm gonna, if we're limiting to 5, I might bring it up. I might not. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out because we might have the same one. I don't know.
We might.
Anyways, it's an anime called Scarlet Nexus. Very disappointed with how that one went because so I played the game and I loved the game, and it's the entire reason why I got into anime in the first place was because I loved this game, and then I heard, hey, there's an anime for it. Oh, but it's only available on Funimation. Guess I have to get Funimation. And then there was, a whole bunch of other stuff that I found and was like, oh yeah, this is great. Good stuff. But the anime was so bad. It was so poorly adapted. Because the way the game works, right, is you pick one character. So there's 2 available characters. You pick one of them to go through the storyline, and at some point they split and have their own storylines, and they come together in the end. Typical stuff like that trope.
Like Seinfeld.
Like Seinfeld. Exactly like Seinfeld. Scarlet Nexus is Seinfeld.
It's just Seinfeld.
Seinfeld's my favorite anime of all time.
It really is.
But with the
Mackinac peaches, Jerry. The Mackinac peaches. The Mackinac peaches.
Jerry, I'm only using 12% of my power.
Oh, that's great. But yeah, so
I'm going Super Saiyan, Jerry.
Super Saiyan.
I know nothing about anime, by the way.
That'd be pretty cool to see him go Super Saiyan.
That would
George
be
Costanza
something.
with Super Saiyan.
George is getting upset.
That's all I know about anime. The dude turns blonde. That's it.
He does turn blonde, and then
that's an accurate description.
And then he turns
Dude
white,
turns
and then
blonde.
Anyways, so the Scarlet Nexus anime takes the whole like dual path thing and tries to work it in the same episodes, and it just doesn't work the way it should. And then the biggest disappointment of the entire show comes in the last episode, where they're supposed to be in the what is the final boss fight, which in the game is a three-part boss. And in the anime, guess how many fights there were? If memory serves correct, 0.
Even worse.
0. You have a 3-phase boss fight in the game, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of cool visuals, a lot of cool stuff. And then you just have them talk it out at the end of the show.
Why?
What are we doing?
That's brutal.
So I sat there the whole 24 episodes and was like, all right, some of this is kind of whack, but some of it's okay. Some of the character stuff still works. So cool. And this is the first real anime I ever watched aside from Pokemon and whatnot as a kid, so I didn't know any better. But I went back to rewatch it a couple years ago, and I was like, wow, this is awful, and I'm so disappointed by it because I love the game to death, but the anime is
the
awful.
first one you've seen?
That was the first real one I watched. Yeah,
that was a good one to pick because it's like it only gets better from.
It only gets better.
You couldn't have picked a worse one. It's like, oh, it all goes up from.
And then I moved directly into SAO, so take that one how you will. I like SAO.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Coming back from the break that we just took, we've discovered that there are, in fact, more Home Alone movies. How many of these
I thought there were just 2 more
there?
after 1 and 2.
Hang on. Home Alone. Jamie?
This is getting out of hand.
There's 6 of them.
That's tough.
That's foul behavior.
So, okay. So, 1990, 92, the original ones, right? And then 97, they try it again with a new kid who is actually a different character. But then in Home Alone 4, they're like, well, we got to bring back Kevin McAllister because that's what the people want. Sorry, 2002. But it's a different kid playing Kevin McAllister. First aired on ABC, not in theaters.
Oh.
Is that presumably after the commercial failure of the third? And then there is, in fact, a 5th, which released in 2012.
The Holiday Heist.
Oh, gosh. The film premiered... I hate to say this. This is how you know that the franchise is dead. According to Wikipedia, the film premiered on ABC Family on November 25th. 2012.
ABC Family?
ABC Family only came around once a year, and it was around Christmas time. And they were not known for their original programming. Oh
That's
my.
tough.
That's rough, buddy.
And then there's this one. which looks bad.
Home Sweet Home Alone.
Yeah.
At least I like the title. At least that's something.
The title is pithy. And this was on Disney Plus. Can't even believe that
Yeah, I
John
remember hearing about
Hughes was
that.
involved in most of these too.
Wow.
Anyway, where did we leave off?
I think it was Jacob that was going next.
Jacob.
Oh, did you finish up your thoughts on the Scarlet Nexus?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Scarlet
my
Nexus
next
is
one.
bad.
Yeah,
Indeed.
it's tough.
Game great. Show bad.
Yeah. My next one was the new Wonka movie. Was my next one.
With
Didn't see
Timothy
it.
Chalamet?
Yeah,
Is it that bad?
I saw it. No, I don't know if I can do that to Timothy Chalamet. I don't know if I can. That's
Oh, you're
nothing
allowed to
against
do
him.
that to Timothy Chalamet.
Okay. Nothing against him
He
personally.
gets too much.
It's just, yeah. I mean, he just no. You can't change the formula that much on Wonka. There's too much wacky stuff going on with Charlemagne as well, and all the other like they kind of like trying to make it like trendy and stuff of Wonka. I wasn't a huge fan of Johnny Depp Wonka. I love is it Gene Wilder in the Willy Wonka?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Gene Wilder.
That was
The
great.
OG.
I watched that so many times. That one was really good. And I wasn't a huge fan of the not like I like Johnny Depp in it. I just didn't like it as much as the Wonka one.
Yeah.
But the new Wonka one doesn't feel like it like really doesn't even feel like a Wonka movie that much. It feels more like
Right.
its own thing, and it was very disappointing. And it was definitely hyped up a lot by like
It was.
the TV. Like you see an ad every day of the new Wonka movie soon, and they didn't. Did they even bring out Wonka bars for this promotion? Did that even come back?
Somebody had Wonka bars.
Okay.
I'm Googling it.
That's a win.
Maybe.
I never actually had a Wonka bar. I should try one someday. I have had the Gobstoppers though.
You have to. The
They're not
everlasting
everlasting though.
gobstopper.
They're not everlasting though. Sag.
Sag.
Did I just say Sag? Wow, that's sad.
You did say just Sag. Can we get an F in chat?
F in chat.
Timothy Wonkame.
Marketing. I have no idea. I mean, there had to have been some form of, candy. Because it's kind of the whole shtick, So where do we stand on it as a community on the Johnny Depp, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie?
It's one that I have to watch again because I haven't seen it in a really long time. But I remember, of course, the Gene Wilder one is just miles ahead. But
it's a classic.
it is classic.
Did you see the Lego set based on that one?
I did not.
Oh, I did not see that.
Give me 2 seconds here. Let me do this.
The side thumb thing.
The what? Oh yeah,
The side thumb thing. That's what I love that.
What was I just Googling? Oh. We'll share this one with the audience. There is like an actual Lego.
Wild.
It's pretty wild. I mean, they kind of nailed that minifigure.
Minifig.
There's the grandpa. That the second there's a smell of money, he's up out of bed.
He's been bedridden for years.
Are they missing a kid?
Good Charlie. So you got Veruca is in blue.
Sure.
Mike TV with the cowboy hat.
Like
Yeah.
TV.
That
The
was
spoiled kid. I can't remember his name though.
It's that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
what
With
about the big guy? What about the big guy? Augustus
Gloop?
Gloop.
Oh yeah, Augustus
Who's
Gloop.
Gloop?
They forgot Gloop. Therefore, I'm not
We
buying.
want Gloop.
Could they not make like a bigger figure? I guess not. So I guess they're all the
Not
same
really,
body.
but they got the boot.
The
I
Boet.
love that scene is creepy though. You remember that scene with the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That was creepy.
Something uncanny about that movie.
Who is putting this Lego display just on a table in the corner of the room?
Nobody. Maniacs.
Savages.
I really have to stop and ask myself questions sometimes when I look at the Lego promotional art. Like, that's not where you're displaying. What is this? What am I looking at here?
What is that?
That is, it's a clip with like shards of paper.
Oh, it's like holding on to something, but what the heck is that?
It's weird. Yeah, like the package looks good.
I like the fountain. The chocolate fountain's cool.
Yeah, chocolate waterfall.
Brother's got a man bun.
Fire.
Nothing against the man bun. To any man bun listeners.
We got you.
It's a nice set.
It is a nice set.
It
is a nice set.
Interesting.
I don't know. I probably would not buy that Lego, you know?
How much is it?
$220. Yeah, I know.
Just get the Deku tree.
Yeah, just get the Deku tree, yeah.
I could buy a Deku tree with that kind of money.
See, now, okay, not to go on too much of a Lego tangent here. But the Black Pearl.
Okay. $380 though, frick. That's
probably
worth the money, honestly.
But I mean,
But you
got
have
an interior. That looks cool. How big is it? 25 inches tall. And 25 inches long. I mean, it's pirate ship. It's a display piece.
Pirate ship.
It's pretty cool.
Yo-ho-ho.
I like those movies. Those are good movies. The first three. Have not seen any of the rest of them. Listen to me, Hector. All right, I'm sorry.
Last chance to look at me, Hector.
Look at me, Hector.
Last chance to look at me, Hector.
That show is great. Anyway.
Ding, 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 ding.
Wonka. So yeah, I mean Wonka's pretty I have not seen that movie.
Good.
Good, he says.
I refuse to give. Nah, I don't refuse to give Timothy Chalamet money. He seems like an alright guy.
Are you like kind of against him?
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
No, like, I mean, here's the thing. There are, and this is my opinion, I have nothing against the guy. What?
Bom, bom, bom.
You said, here's the thing, and I held it before.
Oh, man. Thursday recording sessions are always fun, aren't they?
There's something else.
What was I even saying? Okay, Timothy Chalamet is one of those guys, like, from an actor point of view. I have nothing against the guy. I've honestly not seen him in a whole lot of stuff, but, like, I feel like he's getting a bit over-pushed in the old Hollywood. You know what I mean? He's in a little bit of everything.
Isn't he dating a Kardashian, too?
Is he dating a Kardashian? That's why he's in everything.
So. I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah, he was
What do I Google
with
for this?
Kylie Jenner, I think.
Is Timothy
If I remember right.
Chalamet French?
Chalamet.
I thought you were going to look up something else. I didn't think you were going to look that up.
No, he's a French citizen.
Timothée Chalamet French.
Wee.
Yeah.
That was
Just,
if you type in is Timothy Chalamet, the first thing that comes up is French.
Oh,
The next is
No
a
wonder you
Nepo
don't like
baby.
him.
the French.
I personally have no problems with the French.
Me neither.
Well, the British, on the other hand.
No, I'm not trying to cause an international incident on the podcast. Thought my fingers were crossed a minute ago. Anyway,
Oh man.
Well, we have our intro, gentlemen. We have our intro.
Bro, our French viewer is like, what is this? I can't watch this anymore. What is this?
I just about broke half of my audio setup.
Oh, that's great.
Baguette?
Baguette?
Oh.
How can I enjoy this podcast without my baguette?
We are joking,
am I gonna
French
eat
people.
these
We are
baguettes?
joking. Oh.
Oh, might have to cut that.
Maybe. I'll leave that up to you.
Hey, I'm the editor. We'll see what
You're
happens.
the editor. I'm letting you go.
And we might put a picture of a baguette in the screen. We might. You never know.
You never know. There's one flying right here, right now, across the screen.
Right here.
Who would touch on my baguette?
Oh my.
Anyways, Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy
French.
Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet. Anyway, he's all right. There you go.
There you go.
I feel like he's
That's what-
moderately
something, but it would
overpushed.
definitely be edited out, so I'm going to refrain. I'm going to refrain from saying it because it's going to get edited out if I say
Right.
it.
Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway.
That's a segment and a half.
Oh man.
So we've learned he is French and he is dating Kylie Jenner.
There you go. Yeah. That is what we've learned.
Did you see Bill Nye got a... Okay, actually, no, I shouldn't derail it too much. But I was going to say, did you see Bill Nye got a star in the Hall of Fame? The Walk of
Oh,
Fame?
good for him.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm pulling back up my list because I'm next, right? After
I believe
it's
the
your
long
turn, yeah.
tangent that we just went on. Legos and Chalamet and
Not sure we hated more Wonka
And the
or
French.
Chalamet. And the French.
all right. Anyway, so my next pick. Tell you what. Trying to pick which one because I got like a list. There are certain parts of The Flash that I'm really not digging, to the point that I've had to turn it off. And I'm referring to this. I have written down post-crisis Flash parentheses the end game effect. You've completed the story that you set out to create. Now we just got to. It must continue because it must. And I don't think that it must, So, yeah. Just kind of feels like, oh, well, he's alive. I think I said this earlier. Oh, well, he's alive, so great. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that.
Short and concise.
Short and concise. I'm keeping it at that.
You call
There
that
you
a Flash review?
It
Ooh.
You know,
Haha.
It really is. I'm not normally that
Aha.
concise, so yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Isaac, that brings us to you.
Yep,
All right.
I have a feeling that
So my-
one of these is going to get a tangent out of both of us here.
I'm gonna leave that one to sit for a second.
Interesting.
Although there might be a tangent about this one too. I am looking at Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Completely agree.
Because here's the thing. I don't dislike that movie. I think it is very, very okay. It's, as the phrase that we tend to use that was coined off of you, it was aggressively fine.
Aggressively fine, yes.
However, the build up to this movie was that it was supposed to be the turning point for the Marvel universe, in that it was supposed to introduce the whole, it's in the title, the whole multiverse, and open these opportunities for these super cool things to happen, and yada yada yada. And you had the rumors flying about that, Mr. Fantastic, Professor X, the Illuminati just in general were supposed to be in it, and they were, but not exactly as we all thought was going to happen. So it was just a really disappointing experience to find out that, it really was just kind of a self-contained story at the end of the day. There was no big moment where you're like, okay, this is exactly what's going down with the MCU going forward. It's like, this is happening to Doctor Strange.
Right.
That's about all you get.
That is all you get.
And then you get the stuff going on with Wanda, which is give or take.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It was just such a disappointing... this movie defines disappointing to me, because it was supposed to be this big step forward, and it just kind of didn't.
It was very hyped, to the point that it was like, when you went and saw it, and it was like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it did Wanda's character justice. I don't think it really progressed anything for Strange, other than, I'm over the woman now. Gosh, that sounds really bad. But, I mean, I didn't know how else to phrase it.
Yeah, no.
A lot of intro stuff here. Gosh. But, you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
also,
wasn't...
sorry, I had to scooch off a camera and blow my nose there a second ago.
Oh, you're good.
You're good. I had to adjust and put on my fan a couple minutes ago because it's hotter than balls in here.
It is starting. It's weird. It's hot. We're in that false fall type of period,
Yeah. Yep.
It's gonna cool down here a bit soon, I'm guessing, but
as long as it stays in the 50s and 60s, so I can wear jeans, good with me.
60s,
There you go.
Second it starts dipping lower, get me out.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yep.
Anyway, enough about the weather. Yeah, Multiverse of Madness. Aggressively fine.
Did not meet expectations.
I do almost kind of wonder what the original, Sam Raimi, I'm doing a horror movie type of thing would have looked like. But, we didn't get
Yeah, because that part I was very interested in too. As someone who enjoys a good horror movie, I heard Sam Raimi horror movie. I was like, oh, that's an interesting new take on an MCU movie.
Mm-hmm.
And there were elements of it for sure, but not to the level that everybody expected.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Indeed.
Jacob, what have you got for us next?
Well, next I have an interesting one. I don't know. I hyped it up. I'm not sure if it was hyped a lot of people or not, but I hyped it up personally, and it was the Impractical Jokers.
The Impractical Jokers what now?
The movie.
I didn't
Terrible.
watch it.
Thank goodness you didn't.
Is it
watch
just?
'cause it was terrible.
Is it just an hour and a half version of the television show?
Kind of, but it's less the television show and more dumb skits that like are like don't make any sense. Oh man, it's so bad. I wasted $20 on it. I'm so sad.
Like on Blu-ray or
like on like a streaming service you could buy for $20 to watch.
Wow.
I regret it. It was just. I mean, there's a whole other can of worms with going on with it. I think surprised they're not fully done yet. But there's a lot of stuff going on with that group of people.
There is,
lately. But the show when the movie came out a couple years ago, it was just so like didn't have any of the charm of like an actual episode, like episode hour and a half of an episode of just constant challenges over and over again. That'd be amazing. But I had a bunch of like guest appearances with like guest comedians and stuff where they don't need to be here. They're like they don't know this. They don't really fit the mold of the Jokers, and it was not good. And the new episodes are not good either. So I'm kind of out on them now. Personally, sorry about the Jokers, but it's just not good.
Just not feeling it. Not feeling it.
First, probably seasons 5 to before, legendary stuff from that show. But after that, no, it ain't it anymore.
Will Ferrell is in this movie?
He makes a guest cameo.
Wild. Huh. Yeah, you know it's kind of bad when that's all your Wikipedia page.
Right.
It's like barely
small
3
Wikipedia
scrolls.
page.
Wow. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Jacob, would you mind resetting your mic, like unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Sure.
Awesome, appreciate it. While he's doing that, I will present my next one. Am I gonna do it? I think I'm gonna do it. Am I gonna do it, Isaac?
Is it the same one that I'm gonna do next?
Probably not.
Is it Star Wars?
It is Star Wars. It is not a movie.
Okay, then yeah, we're chilling.
I'm going Mando season 3.
Ooh,
I know. And I almost feel kind of bad about that.
Too.
I almost feel kind of bad about that because like I feel like it was good. Wipes nose. I feel like it was good. Sorry guys, I'm sick.
That's okay.
I feel like it was good.
But, wipes nose.
Right. I feel like I'm always sick on these podcasts. I'm always like an allergic mess, but I've actually like had a cold and stuff.
I got one
too.
kind
of bad.
Yeah,
like it got to the point last week where I was like taking COVID tests and stuff, and it's like, anyway, I just felt like it did not help that most of the on-screen character development, that Grogu and Mando were reunited and they got a ship in Book of Boba Fett. It does not help, you know?
Right.
Like, I like the idea of a quest. I like the idea of returning to Mandalore. We could have done it a different way. It was the execution of it. I mean, we had an entire episode, which I think if you look at it by itself, it is an okay episode of Star Wars with Jack Black and Lizzo.
Oh, right. Yeah, that episode.
Yeah, Lizzo. I thought it was a good episode, but there's a precedent set by Mando Season 1 and Mando Season 2. There's a lot going on in these episodes, you know?
There was.
I don't know. A lot of lore, a lot of character development. And then Season 3 comes around and it's like, you know.
I almost want to say it felt empty.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
It's like, what's the point of this season?
I feel like The Mandalorian and subsequently Grogu don't really do anything other than
don't.
Grogu gets a mech. Right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I completely forget about it, too.
Grogu.
Like, I feel like the main character, and I think you could have done this. You could have marketed it this way, and it would have probably been okay. What if Din Djarin's story ended in season 2, and this whole thing was focused on Bo-Katan?
There you go.
You could have done it. It could have worked. She could have.
It was there.
I mean, granted, he had the Darksaber at the end of the thing, so blah, 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 which is another thing. I do quickly want to go off on this. If, hear me out. If you can just beat somebody in a fight to claim the Darksaber without having to make the challenge, then none of them are the real holders of the Darksaber.
Correct.
Isn't it Luke?
Who was it?
Because it would go the last challenge. Like, it would basically be Pre-Vizsla to Maul. Spoiler.
Yep.
To Palpatine. To Anakin. To the Force. I mean,
The Force. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because
or back to Palpatine. I mean, if you really want to get technical about it.
Right.
Because Sabine just took it
just
from Maul.
found it.
Oh, no, wait.
Yeah.
So if it's just you beat, I think it still would be Anakin. Because if it's still just you beat the rightful holder with the saber and you beat them in a fight without having to challenge them, Obi-Wan Kenobi kills Darth Maul, minor spoilers, and then Vader kills Obi-Wan, and then Vader has it and just dies to Palpatine, who's dead at Vader's hand.
I don't know. The whole lineage just doesn't make sense.
I mean, it makes
it got
makes
really
sense
screwed up
on
in Rebels.
paper. Yeah, it got really screwed up in Rebels with the handoff, which they try to play off in the lore of Mandalorian, but I feel like it kind of enters into more plot holes, but maybe I'm just, saying stuff.
I'm with you.
But like, you've got a lot of good stuff in here. I like the stuff that they added about the cloning doctor. I like the episodes surrounding him. I like the idea of the pirates in Navarro and that whole thing. I like where Din Djarin ends up at the end of it. I just think that the execution of the whole thing was not necessarily the best. And I also felt like they were holding back on a lot of the, here's the big things happening in this phase of Star Wars for Ahsoka.
Yep.
Which I'm fine with because it was a good show. But still. All right.
Yeah.
Enough of a tangent on The Mandalorian. Unless Isaac has anything he wants to add.
No, not really. I'm just with you with season 3 being somewhat disappointing.
Yep. Because season 2 was amazing.
Season 2 was incredible.
And season 1 is like really good.
So you expect season 3 to be like, at that level as well, and it's just not.
It's a perfect illustration of Tarantino's trilogy theory. Have you ever seen this where he's in an interview, it was probably with like Stern or somebody, right? And he's like, the only good trilogy out there is, what was it? A Fistful of Dollars, A Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Because they all build on each other, and The Good, the Bad, the Ugly is the best of the three. And vice versa. he's like, all of the trilogies are great first movie, even better second movie, and then you just lose it with the third. I don't believe that, but maybe I do.
I think there's elements of it for sure. There are a lot more exceptions, so I guess it's not a true theory in my opinion, but
Right. Yeah.
I can see the thought process behind it.
Indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
Anywho, is that your thoughts there?
That is my thoughts.
Well, I hope you're not sick of Star Wars, because my next disappointing pick, and I guess it's the last one now, it's not Rise of Skywalker, like some people might say. It's The Last Jedi. I will say, objectively speaking, Rise of Skywalker is worse in every way.
Absolutely.
However, this one's a personal one for me because The Last Jedi was the first piece of Star Wars media that I walked away from and was genuinely like unhappy and disappointed with where it went.
Right.
Because it took so many, because I was a pretty big fan of Force Awakens when it first came out.
Oh yeah, good movie.
Especially, given where it could have gone with its characters and the story and whatnot. I was like, okay, there's progression that can happen here. And then Last Jedi just took all of that, flipped it on its head and said, screw that, we're going to do my own thing. And it just did not work. It completely screwed up the trilogy, completely screwed up everyone's perceptions of the characters. Right. And then there's a lot of parts of that movie that I didn't like, just in general too. Rose, not a good character. The entire Canto Bight stuff. What are we doing?
Yep.
Luke. I think that's all I have to say is just Luke.
Yeah.
Because, oh my gosh, the opening scene with him immediately just took me out of the movie. It was nope, gone. But yeah, The Last Jedi will and always will be a tier below Rise of Skywalker for me because of how it made me feel about Star Wars. It made me realize, because, Star Wars kid growing up, loved every piece of it. It made me realize that Star Wars could bleed.
The thing you love could be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's why it doesn't fall under my worst category. It falls under my most disappointing category.
Yeah. This was the first movie that I think I ever walked out of a theater and was like, all right. I think I went with Jord, who's a friend of the podcast, my cousin. And I think I looked at him and I was like, they're going to have to stick the landing. And
yeah,
they did not. Man. It's like there are parts, and this was my opinion at the time, and I have not. And this is something that I feel like I need to do. And maybe it's something that we need to do. Like the three of us, maybe not on a podcast, but like period. I have not seen The Rise of Skywalker in its entirety since the theater. I don't think I've seen The Last Jedi since the theater in its entirety. I almost want to go back and just watch all three in order and see why.
Right.
Isolate the parts that are bad, because I think in The Last Jedi, there are interesting directions. I know you were saying Luke Skywalker bad, and I agree with that, having seen the Rise of Skywalker and where it goes. You could have made that an interesting story. They did, if I'm not mistaken, they did something similar in Legends, where it was like, I'm he's having to turn to the dark side for something, and then they're like, well, but he kind of comes back because, you know, the light side better. Like, you could have played with it a little bit more, and I don't think it was earned. The stuff with Rey and Kylo in that movie, I think, is good, with the exception of Ben Swallow. I forgot about that until I just said
forgot too.
it. Like, I think that all of that stuff is interesting enough that it also made it the most interesting part of Rise of Skywalker, which is not saying much because that movie was kind of bad. Which we can,
Kind of.
I don't even know if I would consider that disappointing.
No, that's not disappointing.
It's
that's
just bad. Yeah. It was on
because
my list
of the
for
disappointment of
right. It was a domino effect, but like,
yeah.
At the end, Kylo Ren was able to do what Vader was not, which was kill his master and take the throne. And that could have been a very interesting direction. You could have done so much cool stuff. And yet, we didn't.
We didn't.
I don't understand.
And also not to be that guy, but that entire throne room fight makes me angry.
I again have not gone back and watched the whole thing, but I have seen clips of it since. And the more that I look at it, the more that I'm like, oh, there's actual visual effects mistakes in this and all sorts of weird stuff.
I love the disappearing knife. Very cool.
Gotta love the disappearing knife.
And Rey kicking one guy and 3 go flying. I love that too.
Hey man, Force kick is
Very
established. Nice. It was in Return of the Jedi.
This is true. You know what? Fair enough.
She just has triple Force kick because...
Just triple Force kick because
reasons.
Because, you know.
Anyway.
But yeah.
Jacob, what
so
do you have
we don't
for
go
us
on
next?
too crazy of a tangent.
Yeah.
Let's move her along here.
Better stop my Star Wars tangent, and I'm not going to mention the Star Wars one. Maybe I will. I don't know. Nah, I'll save that one for an actual Star Wars podcast.
Valid.
I that was all I had. Only had 4 for disappointing, so I'm at the end of mine.
Okay then.
So if you want to go on your tangent, you can.
I think we might have talked about this last episode. Secret Invasion is the other one that I have on here.
Oh yeah.
I know, and I almost didn't want to put it on here because it's almost like Rise of Skywalker level of it's not disappointing, it's just bad. You know?
Yeah.
But I think if you... There's a lot on here where you can basically sum up my entire take with the concept is really good. The execution of it is terrible. So you'd say that with The Last Jedi. You could say that with the Infinity War, Infinity Crusade, all of that. And I'm saying it here. Secret Invasion is one of the better, more interesting storylines in the comics, in the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon. And yet here we are with Nick Fury spy thriller with a giant CGI fight in the end. You're making the Skrulls the villains when they were never the villains in Captain Marvel, which was the most interesting part of that movie. I think we talked about it.
We did, yeah. After we put it in D tier.
Yes.
Yeah. Or whatever it was called.
Right. Just, you know, you can't do that. I mean, like, I get wanting to, like, do different factions of Skrulls and do the storyline and all of this, but you can't do that when we've said that the Skrulls are actually the good guys because they're refugees. I'm not going to go any farther into that point because then it becomes political commentary, and that's not this type of podcast.
Right.
Right. No, I'm not going there.
Yeah. This is toys and
We've already taken a
superhero
stance
nerdy
on the
stuff.
French. That's even better because I peeked the mic by mistake.
Oh yeah. I gotta use that as a soundbite now.
But yeah. Bad. We lost Isaac.
Yeah. Yeah, Secret Invasion was rough.
Nick Fury has a wife, and I forgot about that until like 5 seconds ago.
Who is also a Skrull.
That's
Miss
right.
Fury.
I completely forgot about that. Oh, and then the president just calls for shoot on sight for Skrulls, and I'm like, you can't do that and then not do anything with it. Like,
And they kill off Maria Hill.
and they kill off
In
Maria
the
Hill,
first episode.
who is not a Skrull at that point. It is legit shoot
That is just
Maria
Maria
Hill. It is shoot Maria Hill.
Which I think could have been an interesting plot point.
It could have been interesting, but guess what?
You have this shock factor. You just have to, just like we've said, across multiple different things, stick the landing.
Marvel stuck the landing one time and has been tripping ever since.
Indeed.
There you go. Yeah.
Was it really only 6 episodes?
It was only 6 episodes and it felt like so much longer.
It felt like, yeah. I was going to say, I could have sworn that was 8 episodes.
And the other thing,
And
can
you-
we just talk about the cast?
You had Amelia Clark.
You had Amelia Clark. You had Ben Mendelsohn. You had, what's her name? Olivia Cook? Is that right? It's Olivia something.
Let them
Secret
cook.
Invasion. Darn it, Olivia Colman. Wrong.
Close.
Apologies, Olivia. Or Mrs. Coleman. We're not on first name terms. What else was she?
But yeah, you have such a good cast.
You've got an excellent cast. Like, why are we here?
I remember in the trailer, they had Amelia Clark walking around like secret agent style, and I was like, oh, I'm so in.
Yeah.
And then I watched the show,
Nothing.
and I was so out.
Bad.
We'll see if maybe Gaia shows up at some point in the
No.
future. Probably not. Hopefully not. And we just recast Amelia Clark as somebody else.
Just don't worry about it. Nick Fury, I completely discount Secret Invasion, the movie, and just don't think it exists. Skip right to The Marvels.
Which I still haven't seen.
Yeah. Which is actually the first on my list of pleasantly surprised things.
Oh.
It is a pleasant surprise. And I think most of that is due to the fact that it is only an hour and 47 minutes. Being completely and entirely honest. I think that I think that Miss Marvel and Spectre, what's her name?
Monica Rambeau?
Monica Rambeau, thank you. Carry the movie. And their chemistry just works in this movie, and it's actually kind of funny. And Miss Marvel's family works really well in the movie and make the whole thing very entertaining. Yeah. I would say worth the watch if you're playing Minecraft at the same time, which is how I viewed this movie.
There you go.
Did the same thing with
those are
Eternals,
things
and
to
I
do.
was miserable.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Eternals is a bad movie. It does not count for most disappointing.
Yep. Agreed. And my dad keeps trying to convince me to watch it again and to be like, oh yeah, give it another shot. Because watched a couple times, and it's not as bad as I remember. But no, I don't have 3 hours to spare on a bad movie.
That's the other thing, is that it's like 3 hours or so. How long is
They
it?
tried to Oscar bait a Marvel movie.
They tried to Oscar bait a Marvel movie.
Like, what are we doing?
You're right. It is 2 hours and 39 minutes, and I could not tell you a single thing that happens in this other than Angelina Jolie goes a bit nuts. Oh, and Hiroshima.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too.
Which that scene was kind of cool, but like not like cool, but like, you know, like
From a
cool
movie
for that
standpoint,
character.
cool.
Yeah. Barry, what's his face is in this.
Barry Keoghan, yeah.
Yeah. Barry, what's his face? I mean, you know, that guy.
The guy that dated Sabrina Carpenter for a while.
Is that what he's known for?
It's what I know him from.
Isn't he the Joker in the Batman movie?
He's a Joker, baby.
He's a Joker in some movie, yeah.
I think it's...
Yeah, you might be right.
I think it's the Matt Reeves Batman movie.
Oh, brother.
You know, like the best Batman movie.
Brother, this guy stinks.
It's another one I need to rewatch. I've only seen it the one time we went. Or no, I went with Connor.
What, this one? Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to watch it again. Loved it the first time.
Yes, it is Barry Keoghan. We actually recently watched that with, I sat down and watched it with my parents. And my mom was awake the entire time, which is a glowing endorsement of a film. Bearing in mind, it was like 9 o'clock at night and we're 2.5 hours into this movie, right? So, and it's dark, you know, it's like a dark movie.
It's dark.
Yeah. Anyway.
Both thematically and just visually.
Yes. Such a good movie.
So good.
You can almost see where it places in my top 5 in a past podcast episode.
Ooh.
Plug. Anyway.
I don't remember what episode that is, but read the titles.
Do I? It was a while back, like a couple episodes ago.
Couple episodes at least, yeah.
Couple episodes ago.
I think it might have been like episode 6 or something like that. 6 or 7.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Who knows? Anyway, Isaac, what's something that pleasantly surprised you?
Let's see. Let me consult my list. How many do you have that you're gonna share out?
I'm flying off of the seat of my pants.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot for Loki. The show Loki.
Excellent show.
Even though I still haven't seen season 2, which we're gonna ignore that I haven't seen season 2. But I remember when Loki first got announced as one of the first Marvel shows, I was like, really? We're doing this again? We're bringing Loki back again? I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? And then I watched it and was like, wow. I love it. Every episode is golden. Characters are amazing. Sylvie was one of my favorite characters for a long time. And just like, I remember being so excited to rewatch it with my family, which wasn't really the case with WandaVision or Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm. Falcon and the Winter Soldier almost made it to the disappointing list, if I'm honest.
Really?
Just because I don't think it was as good, but I guess in the moment I was okay with it. So that's why it didn't make the list. Episode 9 is where we talked about movies, by the way. It
was 9. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, we've been at this for a hot minute.
Which one did we do TV shows? Oh, that was...
We talked about influential TV shows, but did not talk about, top 5.
So top 5.
Maybe later.
That's right. Maybe later.
Maybe.
'Tis a topic we have discussed.
Keep your eyes out. Anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, big fan of Loki.
Excellent show. There's a lot of Marvel ones, I think, that go as the pleasantly surprised. But
They
Jacob,
kind of fit both categories.
Yeah. Jacob, what are your thoughts here? What's something that pleasantly surprised you?
Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I only had those surprised that I
Fair
already
enough.
said, but
Yeah.
I think it's some other ones, but yeah, I only had those four. Or wait, no, sorry, pleasantly surprised. Or we were doing disappointing before. No,
Yeah. This is the good
my
ones.
brain is
It's all right,
there.
man. You're good.
Well, I had the Mulan live action 2020, and people did not like that for some reason, but I did, and people didn't like it. I think just because of the fact they didn't have Mushu in it, but
Yeah.
which is disappointing. But I thought the actors did a great job of portraying the movie in a live action setting, and I kind of like those kind of movies. And it kind of felt like it took the Disney part out of it. It kind of felt more adult, and I kind of like that as well. Like not as cheesy or not. I mean, not cheesy, but not as like kid friendly type of thing. It was more real. It felt like, and
Right.
so that was a pleasantly surprising thing to watch.
It's not one that I had ever watched because I was part of that group that was like, wow, they're changing so much. Because Mulan was one of my favorite Disney movies growing up.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, they changed so much. I'm not watching this. Plus, also, just anything live action Disney remake is instantly out for me.
Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on those. I remember though watching that one. We were bored, so we put it on. And that was another one that Mom stayed awake the entire time for, but for completely different reasons. Because we sat there just making comments the entire time, you know?
Oh.
And I remember at the end, there's this scene in the beginning where she's like parkouring around the village chasing a chicken or something, right? Yeah. And then at the end of the movie, she's running across the rooftops chasing this bird. And I lean over to my mom and I go, at the end of the day, she's just a little kid chasing a chicken on the roof. And Mom just looks at me and goes, it was wild. But yeah. Those are all right.
Fair enough. Fair. That's funny.
Indeed.
I didn't make that connection, but I do remember this. I remember both scenes you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't know if it was intentional. I imagine it was, because, you know, filmmaking, I guess.
It all comes full circle.
It all comes full circle in the end. You know what's another really good one? Or a nice, pleasantly surprising one? Ironheart is actually pretty all right. It was not the direction that I was imagining that it would go, but I think that it worked. And it was pretty good. I actually do want to see a second season of this.
It's another one I've been meaning to get around to.
Yeah, I would say that the weekly release did not work for this one. They should have just dropped it all. But it's a good little... Yeah, it's a good little show. I like it. It's got the guy from Transformers as the hood.
I'll try that show.
Yeah.
Guy from Transformers.
You know, the Transformers, the one with the monkey.
The Transformers.
You know,
robots.
The Transformers. Whatever the name of the Rise of the Beasts, the 2023 one. Which is also a pretty decent little movie. I mean, on the curve of the Transformers movies, because there's a couple of those that are really bad. I like how if you go... Okay, hang on. If you go... Do you guys see what I'm getting ready to comment on? I'm sharing my screen.
You're looking at the cast?
Yeah, I'm looking at the cast.
The very end of the cast there?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
We're on Google,
He's in everything.
Right? I'm sharing this with the audience now. We're on Google. I just Google Transformers Rise of the Beasts, and I knew about most of the cast. And Battletrap is just He's a member of the cast.
He's part of the cast.
They actually had to bring him in.
Must have spent a lot of money to get him in.
The paparazzi was really after Battletrap. See,
And they got Pete Davidson, of course.
yeah, I mean, the paparazzi didn't really care about Pete Davidson because Battletrap was there. And
Battletrap. Oh, Battletrap! Can I get your autograph?
I don't even remember which one is Battletrap.
Battletrap was a menacing, unrelenting, and bloodthirsty Terracon.
Oh, yeah, he's one of those. He's one of the bad guys.
Who's dead? I'm guessing because it says.
I mean,
was.
with a name like Battletrap, you'd imagine that he's one of the bad guys.
Yeah.
Peter
Yeah,
Dinklage was Scourge.
Wow, Peter Dinklage.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Dinklage.
Hey, Peter.
Michael
Wasn't
Kelly.
this guy in the first one? Michael Kelly. Oh no, he was in Man of Steel. Because he was the one military guy. Anyway, I'm way off track.
Any stuff.
What did we start talking about? Oh, Ironheart. Good show. I'm not going to spoil what happens in the last episode because it's actually good. Cool.
There you go.
Cool. Any other things that we want to shout out as pleasantly surprised, or are we ready for the game?
I've got one more on my list that might not pleasantly surprise a lot of people because they loved the first one. But I didn't. I am looking at Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Is that the second one?
That's the second one.
The second one's great.
I did not care for the first one.
Ooh.
Didn't think it was bad, just wasn't on the same hype train as everybody else with it. So I just kind of on the whim went to go see Across and was like, all right, well, I got some time on my hands. I'll grab my... Ended up being my movie of the year of 23, 22, whatever year that was that came out. I love the movie, man. It's so good. But yeah, I wasn't feeling the first one at all, so I didn't have any expectations going into Across.
Right.
And I think I might have named it when we go back to that movie episode we did. Yeah, I named that in my honorable mentions. So it's up there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I was looking at something for work.
You're good.
Drums on the table. Skeleton Crew is actually another one, Star Wars wise, that is pleasantly surprising. I enjoyed it. If you want just like a fun little story set in the Star Wars universe, there you go.
I just thought of another one. That is,
go ahead.
Have you guys seen? Have you seen Rango before?
Rango.
I've only seen it once.
I love Rango.
I haven't watched that in so long.
Pleasantly surprised. Rango was a pretty good movie for being an animated kind of more kids movie. It was pleasantly surprised how good it was. I like Western themes too. But I thought the animations were really well made, and I like the idea of what it brought to the table. It's really cool. And they kind of like the Western outlaw and trying to fit in into trying to become your own person and kind of trying to fit in. A chameleon. And I like the idea they used a chameleon as the main character. And I like how he uses his camouflage is used a lot in the movie. So I think it's a cool concept, honestly. And I should watch it again. I haven't watched it. I watched it one time.
Your mic cut completely out there.
You
might want to reset it again. Yeah.
Safe to say it's a good movie. I think
it is a good movie.
Peak villain too.
Peak villain.
Big snake.
I like the snake and the turtle.
Big snake with the cowboy hat.
Big snake with the cowboy hat.
And a machine gun for a rattler.
That was sick.
Can't get much better than that.
Like, come on, man.
Indeed. Does that bring us to the game, gentlemen?
I think it does, unless we have anything else. I mean, I have a couple animes that I could shout out, but we can move on.
You shout them out real quick if you want.
We'll shout them out real quick. I talked about it before on an episode past, so I'll be quick about it. But Dawn to Dawn Season 2, pleasantly surprised at how much I liked that, considering I didn't really care for Season 1. Another one I've talked about a bit, Blue Box, phenomenal. One,
I'll watch that.
in my top 10 favorite anime of all time at the current moment. And I went into it not really knowing anything about it or knowing if it was going to be any good. And I was pleasantly surprised at how good it really was. Last one is 86. Phenomenal. 86 is phenomenal. I would love another season, please. It's been so long. And I'm dying for another season. In fact, I might rewatch it here pretty soon. But yeah, that's what I'll shout out anime-wise for pleasantly surprising shows. Now we can move on to the game.
All right, on to the game. This one should be pretty quick. This is just a basic quiz. So, I don't really know how we're going to do the... we'll do buzzers. That's how we're going to do it. I've got 9 questions, so hopefully no ties. We'll see. Oh my. All right, please test your buzzers. There we go.
Jacob, Isaac.
I was going to say, in all seriousness, I do need your actual name buzzers.
Yes.
Those are what is counted. So
Jacob.
there are a few of these that this kind of devolved. So in terms of the categories of the quiz, it was things that if you Googled disappointing movie, things that came up. So there are some of these that I don't necessarily agree with, but we didn't talk about them. But we might talk about them after we talk about
After we talk about them.
after we mention them in the thing. Oh, I forgot about some of these. All right, this is pretty good. This devolved from things that I wanted to bring up as part of our discussion to stuff that I found on IMDb. So here we are.
There you go.
Okay.
Isaac, you are the champion.
The new Legend Killer champion.
The Legend Killer.
The Legend Killer. That's awesome. Isaac, you are the champion. We have not gotten to the point where I have surrendered the belt yet. But I'm not wearing it for multiple reasons. We planned on it and then I got sick. Sorry. Jacob,
Hope I can hold on to it then.
Yeah.
I'm
You are
challenging to get that
challenging
belt.
here today. All right. As part of that challenge, Isaac, you get a champion's advantage. If you both get it wrong, Isaac will get first dibs on trying again, I guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah. On the first time. Otherwise, we can't,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't think about that until just now. Because champion's advantage is a tradition, and I completely forgot about it when I threw together these trivia questions last night. Sorry,
go.
guys, I've been busy. All right.
No problem.
Question number 1. The Acolyte, as we mentioned earlier, features the first English-speaking role of Lee Jung-jae. I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. A native South Korean known best for his role in Squid Games. How long did he have to learn English before filming began? Is it A, 3 months, B, 4 months, C, 6 months, or D, 1 year?
Jacob.
Got Jacobs first.
I'm going to say C, 6 months.
It is not 6 months. Isaac, you've got a chance to steal.
I think it was 4 months, was it not?
It is 4 months.
So that was
Yeah,
B.
bye.
That's darn quick. I couldn't learn English.
That
in
is
4 months.
crazy.
Especially how well he did too.
I was going to
I
say,
couldn't
you
learn
did
4
pretty
months
well.
of English.
It's no freaking way. Wow. That's impressive. Good for him.
Indeed, indeed. Which of the following MCU movies is the shortest in runtime? Is it A, The Incredible Hulk, B, Thor the Dark World, C, The Marvels, or D, Ant-Man?
Isaac.
Isaac?
I want to say C, The Marvels.
It is The Marvels. That is.
How long is that
true.
runtime?
147. Like an hour
Oh,
47.
it's pretty short, actually.
Yeah. The Hulk. I'm pulling up run times now.
I was thinking
The Hulk is 153.
Close on.
And then I think Thor the Dark World is like 2 hours or more. Oh, 156. And then Ant-Man. Pulling these up via Disney Plus. Is a runtime of 2 hours on the dot.
Glad I didn't say that then, because that was my second guess.
I was thinking
picked
Ant-Man, honestly.
I picked those movies at random, by the way. Like,
Oh yeah.
I considered them like underrated, or not underrated, like disappointing movies. I did not realize that they were of a similar runtime. So there you go. Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker's soundtrack has a song written by J.J. Abrams and which famous songwriter? Is it A, Lin-Manuel Miranda, B, Andrew Lloyd Webber, C, Willie Nelson, or D, Eminem?
Jacob.
Jacob?
I'm going to go B.
Going Andrew Lloyd Webber, that is incorrect.
Yeah.
Then it's definitely not Eminem. As far as I know.
Sure about that, though.
I'm not, because I haven't seen that movie in so long. I'm going to go Lin-Manuel.
It is Lin-Manuel Miranda. This was 2019, so like
Yeah,
the whole Hamilton thing was like high at that point.
What song was that?
I don't know. I didn't know that that was a thing until I was just on the Wikipedia.
Not that I'll, know it by song title.
Right. Seriously. Star Wars 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Where's the soundtrack?
6.4 is too high.
Where's the soundtrack part of IMDb? Am I missing it? Am I missing it? What am I missing here? Oh, soundtracks.
Oh, there you go.
Lido Hay? Never heard of it.
No.
No, but it was written by those two, according to IMDb.
Interesting.
Good for him. Mark Hamill is the only person to play this character in 1990's The Flash, CW's The Flash from 2013, and Justice League Unlimited. Is it A, the Joker, B, Tony Zuko, C, the Trickster, or D, Captain Cold?
Jacob.
Jacob?
Captain Cole?
It is not Captain Cold.
Is it the Trickster?
It is the Trickster. Yeah.
Huh. When in
Play
doubt, go
both the
see.
Joker and the Trickster.
I'm the trickster, baby.
I'm the Trickster, baby.
The trickster, baby.
All right, so that is 4 for Isaac and none for Jacob so far.
Poodle.
All right. Which of the following does Indiana Jones find in a train car during the opening of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny? Is it A, a lightsaber, B, a revolver, C, the holy hand grenade from Monty Python in the Holy Grail, or D, Clint Eastwood's poncho from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
I thought you were going a different route for that. Now I don't remember.
Isaac.
Isaac?
Just for fun, I'm going to say the holy hand grenade.
That is 5 points to Isaac. It is the holy
I
hand
kind of
grenade.
thought so.
Oh, okay.
I will say about that movie, those first 15 minutes or so are some of the best Indiana Jones across the whole series.
Yep.
The rest of the movie I could do without, but
Yep.
those first 15 minutes were cinema.
I think that's a common take, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I thought you were just going to say, oh yeah, the Dial of Destiny was what was in the train car. And I was like, all right, well.
That does mean that you do retain your belt, but we are going to finish the quiz because the rest of these questions are kind of fun.
Okay.
How many scenes did Michael Shannon, who plays General Zod, film for Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice? Is it A, 0, B, 1, C, 2, or D, 3?
Isaac.
Shot in the dark. I'm going to say 1. So B.
Is incorrect. Jacob.
I'm gonna say C2.
It is not 2. Isaac. You
Are you going to trick question me and say A,
this
0?
Yes, it is 0. That is your champion's
question.
advantage burned. Michael Shannon's likeness did appear in the movie, but it was a rubber body of Michael Shannon, not actual Michael Shannon.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie all the way through.
Oh, really? It's not
Yeah.
terrible. It's odd, but it's not terrible. There's some odd choices. There's some terrible choices, but I don't think it's a bad movie, personally. All right, let's see if you remember that this exists. Scott Buck, the showrunner of Marvel's ill-fated Inhumans live-action television series, also served as a showrunner for which other Marvel television show? A, She-Hulk Attorney at Law, B, Iron Fist, C, Daredevil Born Again, or D, Secret Invasion?
Jacob.
Jacob?
Doomfist.
Sorry?
Doomfist.
Iron Fist?
We're back in
Iron Fist,
Overwatch, baby.
Iron Fist.
It actually is Iron Fist, yeah.
There you
Cheapo
go.
Town Hall.
Indeed, it is Iron Fist. Originally,
Did I say
2022's
Doomfist?
Black...
I don't know.
Do what?
I don't know why I said Doomfist, but
That sounds like it. Excuse
both
me.
are cool. Iron and Doom.
Iron Doom?
Iron Doom.
Ooh.
It's basically just Robert Downey Jr. in a hood. Anyway, originally 2022's Black Adam was going to be R-rated until what was cut out of the movie? A, several gruesome death scenes, B, the frequent use of the F word, C, depictions of torture, or D, Dwayne's Johnson.
Right. Dwaynesons.
The whole reason I wrote that question was for that bit.
You have to. which means that's the correct answer.
Are you locking that in?
No, I did not buzz in.
I need a buzzer. Isaac.
Option B. I don't remember what it was, but option B.
The frequent use of the F word.
Yes.
No, it is not that.
Okay. Figured with Dwayne Johnson running around.
I'm gonna say C.
It is not depictions of torture. It is actually just several gruesome death scenes.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
We will move on from that because it is not Dwayne Johnson. I guess they didn't have a need to put that in the movie.
They didn't have the budget for it.
They didn't have the budget for it. Anyway. Last question. There's a joke I was going to make, but I'm not going to make it. Which of the following television shows is ranked as the worst show on IMDb? Is it A, The Ellen DeGeneres Show? Is it B, The Jerry Springer Show? Is it C, Caillou? Or is it D? I got to pop for Caillou. Yes. Or is it D? Or is it D, The High Fructose Adventures of the Annoying Orange?
Oh, great show.
Jacob.
It's got to be Ellen DeGeneres Show.
It is not the Ellen DeGeneres Show. I will say all of these do come from the top 10 worst.
Wow.
So it is up there.
I use in the worst? I had to have words, man.
Caillou's in the worst?
I don't know. You said all these shows were in the top 10 worst, so.
Yeah, okay, anyway.
F and chat for Caillou.
I'll fight someone over Caillou. I loved Caillou as a kid. Which means my answer is D, Annoying Orange.
It is not the high fructose adventures of the Annoying Orange. It is, in fact, Caillou is ranked as the worst.
Wow.
On IMDb.
The name High Fructose Adventures gives it up 3 points for free with that name title alone.
That's crazy. The kid's got cancer and you're ranking him the lowest.
It currently holds a 3.8 out of 10 on IMDb. All right, here's the thing.
Review bombed or something.
Here's the thing. Caillou, it's time for the tangent. Caillou is genuinely a terrible child. And you know what's worse? Terrible child. His parents not doing anything about it. So, like, nah, man. Nah.
That's crazy.
It's kind of all I got. That's all I'm saying. Caillou's parents should be sent to jail.
Stoned to death.
Oh, gosh.
They should be stoned, hung at the stake, and flogged in the town square.
No. I don't advocate for the death of people. There's an American justice system for a reason. I think they're allegedly U.S. citizens.
Canadian.
Oh, well. I don't know.
I don't think so either.
Anyway.
Remind me to send you guys a reel after this, because I've got a really funny one about Caillou.
Gosh. To add some extra details, the highest rated Caillou episode is from 2010 with a 6.3 out of 10. And the next lowest rating, or the next highest rating, sorry, is a 4.1 out of 10. So,
jeez.
Caillou is a bad show, and that's kind of the end of it.
Wild.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. But that is, in fact, the last question of the game. So, Isaac, you are still the champion. I will get you the belt next time we see each other.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's it. That's the game. That's the podcast.
That is the podcast.
What a
Although
lovely podcast. Oh, wait, we got to do the thing.
we have an announcement to make.
Which one is this?
Movie Club.
Movie club.
Movie Club. That is our next episode. I'm excited
Indeed.
for this.
As we stated at the end of the What Are We Watching segment, we are doing a movie club for the next episode. So we want you guys to be prepared so you can be ready. Of course, we'll post on the socials beforehand, giving you an extra heads up. But for those of you that are still here, first of all, thank you.
Yeah.
Second of all,
Very much thank you. This has been kind of a long podcast. We're on like hour 3, I think.
something like that, yeah.
Oh.
So, stick around for episode 15.
15. Wow.
Wow, 15. Who would like to reveal their movie first?
I'll go ahead and reveal mine.
There you go.
We got World War Z starring Brad Pitt.
Ooh, zombie movie.
Have not seen it.
Zombie
Neither have
movie.
I. Neither have I.
It's one I've been meaning to watch for a long, long time.
It is not my style of movie, so I haven't seen it yet. So I'm interested to get into it.
And where would that movie be available, Jacob, for the audience and for us?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can grab it over on Hulu or Disney Plus. You can enjoy it on those platforms.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
I got full episodes on here too. Oh, that's actually sick. They're live streaming it. I guess while I'm talking, I have picked 2010's The A-Team with Liam Neeson and Bradley Cooper. It is currently, at time of recording, free with ads on YouTube. There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
Interesting. I feel like I've seen it, but at the same time, I don't remember any of it. So excited to watch it.
I very much enjoyed this movie.
There we go.
That brings us to you, Isaac. What you got?
That brings
for
us to me. So I had a really tough time picking between two movies, and I actually consulted the boys beforehand. So our movie is Godzilla -1.
Nice.
It's one that I've talked about a lot and very much enjoy, and haven't actually rewatched since it was in theaters. So I have the 4K, so I'm gonna be watching it on that.
Nice.
So it is, however, available on Netflix for you guys to watch.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Trying to find
So.
it as we speak. I think it's on my list.
Very exciting movie club episode that we have coming up.
Indeed. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
A lot of good stuff.
A lot of good stuff. Great stuff. Yep. Godzilla -1 right here on Netflix.
There you go.
Way. What is this?
I could spring into stuff. Oh yeah, there's an animated Godzilla stuff
Is it any
on there
good?
too. I have not watched it, but from what I've heard, no.
Cool. Then what is this one?
Which one was your cursor? I don't see it. Oh, I think that might just be that's -1 without color. So if you wanted to watch it that way, you could do that as well.
So which way is it better to watch, do you recommend? Like, do you think that we should do it without
Um,
color in Japanese?
I haven't seen the non-color one, so I'd say just for now regular
Fair enough.
with color. But I would say it is better in Japanese. There is English available if that's more your cup of tea. But it's set in Japan,
Right.
and sometimes English dubbing in Godzilla movies is interesting.
Bad.
But I will leave that up to you guys. No
Noted.
judgment either way.
Noted.
Okay.
Cool. Well, we have got the movie club set up, so that brings us to the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening. all of you. And
You.
like this video, share this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel or on Spotify, where you can see us talk about all this stuff every couple of weeks. It's a great time.
Indeed.
I've been Garrett.
And make sure.
I've been
Somebody else
Jacob.
take it. That's Jacob.
I'm Isaac. Make sure
Wait.
you're following our socials as well.
What are the socials?
Instagram is at DisplayShelf Podcast, and X/Twitter/ whatever you want to call it these days is at DisplayShelf Pod. Get updates on new episodes and all that good stuff on there.
Great. And that's all the podcast. Bye, everybody.
Peace.
See you next episode.
Hooray.